that curling.
Hello, curling fans. Welcome inside the Bell Alliance Center in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. It's the busiest couch in Atlantic Canada. John Cullen alongside Ryan Fry, Brent Lang, and Tyler George for our elementary school photo. And for this night game, a C final between Team Xenia Schwaller from Zurich, Switzerland, and Team Eunjung Kim from Gangneung, South Korea. And boys, we are tightly packed in here. How are we feeling about the very first ever curling couch?
A little snug
Moment, yeah?
It's warm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very comfortable.
You asked them to turn the AC on, Langer. It's
Just a little bit.
It is a little hot in here. Yeah. Yeah, Tyler, you look the least comfortable of the four of us.
Well, I want you guys to be more comfortable. So.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
That's a team player.
So is they actually going to be broadcasting a game, or is it just going to be the four of us?
No, just the four of us. This is a live podcast.
We got you in here under the guise of calling a game, but it's just four dudes on a couch.
It's just four dudes on a couch. We said, who can we get in here to really who can really pack this couch in for us?
You fit the size requirement too. You couldn't have too big a guy early.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we're all tightly packed in here. You guys want to analyze this game, or
what game?
It's pretty simple. I mean, you win and you're in. You lose and you're out. Yeah,
it's a good point. It is a C final. We're here at the end of the week, and yeah, it's been a good run for both of these teams, but it will end for one of them tonight. Ryan Fry, you're expert coach in the house tonight. What do you think of these two teams, Xenia Schwaller and Annie Kim?
Yeah, Xenia I feel like they're really starting to come into their own as a team. They're I think they put quite a bit of work into it, and yeah, they're moving up the standings pretty good. As far as Kim is concerned, I did a little bit of work with them before the Pyeongchang Olympics. Again, they're a very dedicated team, so it's going to be a good battle for sure.
So here's the lineup for Team Kim. The skip is Eunjung Kim. The third is Kyung-ae Kim. The second is Cho-hee Kim, and the lead is Son-young Kim. And as I said, they're out of the Gangneung area in South Korea. The Garlic Girls, known for their production of black garlic. I've heard they have a giant garlic statue there that you can go visit. Maybe I'll have to take a picture with that next time.
This guy has a lot of useful facts.
I got any facts you need.
Seriously. He understands the assignment.
We're meeting Team Kim for the second time here on the broadcast.
He knows that Tyler and I can't fact check him either because we know nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You just have to speak with confidence.
Great point, John. 100%.
But yeah, you're right, Fry. Team Xenia Schwaller, the youngest team in the Grand Slam of curling field. They're actually the reigning world junior champions. So it's been quite a run for them to sort of parlay the world junior success into being a top 10 ranked team in the world. And here is Team Schwaller, speaking of them, out of Zurich, Switzerland, the Grasshopper Curling Club, one of my favorite curling club names in the...
made that up, too.
I thought no, it's on their jersey, and I thought it was a beer. I thought it was a sponsor.
It's the name of the curling club, okay. Grasshopper Curling Club in Zurich. The skip is Xenia Schwaller. The third is Selena Goffner. The second is Fabian Rieder, and the lead is Selena Riekiger.
They're playing a ton. Like and I think they're playing a best of seven. Like with in between all the slams, I mean they're playing.
They are the Euro qualifier.
Yeah, well, yeah,
absolutely against Tirinzoni, and the Schwaller boys will be playing off against Brunner on the men's side of that.
I think we found our fourth for the broadcast curling team we were talking about too.
Yeah,
as long as Fry's okay with sweeping all 8 stones himself.
I'm a shooter part.
Yeah. Tyler, meet Ryan. Ryan, meet Tyler.
Did you see your company here?
Yeah.
You're number one on the list.
We better be really good at hitting the broom with the right weight, because if it's down to sweeping, we are in trouble.
We're in big trouble, yeah. I can only sweep on one side, so I don't know if that'll be a problem for
Brent's
everybody.
a great judge. He was great at telling
tell
me
you
when
what
to
to do.
sweep, but
Yeah.
it's just that he just didn't have the horses to back him up.
Well, we brought in Joe Hart. That was the horse.
Yeah,
somebody
that's a good
started
idea.
winning. Somebody was listening and strong enough.
It's a good combination.
So what is the Schwaller? I mean, obviously a famous last name in curling in Switzerland for anybody who's followed curling for the last, 30 years. What is there a relation? John, you must know.
That is the sister of Yannick Schwaller.
It is, okay. I figured that, but I didn't want to assume.
That's fair. Yeah, there's a lot of Schwallers out there. Got an X Schwaller and a Y Schwaller. I believe there's also a Z Schwaller as well, Zoe. I don't know Where she's
say
at,
so, John.
and then Yannick's wife, Briar Hurleman Schwaller. We've got a lot of Schwallers happening.
It's like the Fry name in Canadian curling, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Barry and Ryan. What a team.
Yeah,
Countless.
So many of us.
Countless fries.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every male Fry I ever met is a world champion. Oh, no, that's not true either.
No, this now makes it 4 broadcasts in a row that you mentioned that I didn't get that world championship. Thanks,
Brent's trying to set the record for the number of times he can bring that up over the course of a week, and I think he's getting pretty close.
It's called a diversion.
And he's right every single time.
Yeah.
It's a diversion from the 2018 Olympics.
Yeah, which you've brought up multiple times, and I have not.
Yeah,
just
you
to
just-
make that clear.
You just got to do it, man.
Yeah.
It's like Eminem
been
and 8
long
Mile.
enough.
You got to say everything about yourself so nobody else gets to say it.
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you won everything else I never did. I did
It makes me feel
I did
better,
one
actually. I
thing.
appreciate that.
I did one thing. That's it.
I did 0 things, guys, so
Yeah.
thanks.
1-0 then. I
Yeah,
got
there you go. Oh, yeah, you got me big. You got me huge.
You did a heck of an intro.
Thank you. Thank
was
you.
good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll try to rein you guys in here tonight.
Yeah, good luck.
I know, that's going to be the toughest job of my curling career so far.
I sent that message out to a buddy already, too. I said, here's our crew for tonight. I said, oh, Colin will keep you guys in line, I'm sure. I said, yeah, I bet he will.
I'll try to. I mean, the nice part is you're all really close. So
We are.
if
We're
I need
good
to give you
buddies,
I need to give you the tap. It's easy for me to reach you.
There's a curling game going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, there's curling going on. That was a little deep there from Selena Riekiger.
Schwaller with the hammer, won the draw of the button.
Yep.
Early advantage.
Well, you can translate for us here. You work with him, right?
I cannot.
Translator's
How's your
not here.
Italian, Fry? Is that getting any better? Or?
No, that's not that's not too good either.
Ciao, buongiorno, that's about it.
I know how to count to 15.
Pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so that's important.
To prove it.
No, no, I'm not going to do that either.
We don't fact check you. You don't fact check
Okay.
him. Come on, man.
Yeah, I thought we were boys here. This is supposed to be like a group of
supposed to be
friends
fun.
hanging out on the couch.
Yeah, not an intervention.
Not
on
trying
his
to
Italian.
embarrass one another in front of how many
Thousands,
thousands?
for sure, yeah.
Gotta be
Yeah.
thousands.
Oh, yeah, easily thousands.
Hundreds of
This is the
thousands.
curling couch debut.
Oh,
People
this-
are dialed. They've canceled their Friday night plans for this.
If you're not tuning in, you're missing out.
Yeah, that's truer words never spoken, Ryan
I don't
Fry.
feel too bad about clearing my throat on my mic with this broadcast.
No, you're fine. So it starts with Uno, right, Fry? Uno is one.
You're going to walk him through it now.
Let me pull up my Duolingo.
There's some good shots being made in the first end.
Yeah.
The chase there and rolled low, actually. We've seen that shot missed all week, but
Okay, I'll give you an easier one, Fry. What's your favorite Italian city that you've been to so far? Because I know they've brought you out quite a few times.
Yeah, I mean, Italy as a whole is absolutely stunning. Would definitely Venice was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed seeing just because it's it's built on called the upside down forest, because it's built on like, trees that have
Right, that are
been
sunk.
into the earth.
Yeah.
It's a super cool city, but yeah, Italy as a whole is quite
You guys get on the gondola when you were there?
We didn't. No, I
Oh.
feel it's like getting on a rickshaw. I feel bad having somebody just push me around.
yeah, I'll pull my own weight.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Give me a boat.
I thought about taking one. There's a lot of
Right.
them just sitting around. I thought about jumping in on.
I give you just like put a floppy hat on and people will believe you're the guy.
Well, if those are the guys chasing you down to get it, I think you're okay too. They're not going to catch you.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna. What are they gonna do? Swim?
Yeah, you don't want to jump in that canal. I
No, I don't think you do either.
Schwaller going to try and score 2 or 3 in the 4-foot here, which is easier said than done, but off to a good start. This one sounds heavy though. Pocket City maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know why they thought it was heavy and I found a shot I could make. I could get this. I can make this one.
Yeah. Sorry, Tyler. We already touched.
Oh,
we just
we're going
touched
to be
hands.
holding hands behind these guys.
See, a little deep there from Fabian Reeder. I've been corrected, by the way. Xenia and Yannick are cousins, not brother and sister.
I was going to say that.
You should have just
Took
correct
a
me.
long time, eh? I had no idea, so that's why I
That's
asked.
fine.
That's corrected on social media, so that's fact.
That is fact, yeah.
Or did Yannick message you?
No, Yannick didn't message me. We're not that close.
It's still disputed then.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him after the game, but I feel pretty confident that's right.
This ice is pretty similar. Like I don't know if you found it. It's similar to a lot of the arena ice we played in Langer. It's if you go down the same path a few times, quite a bit. So so it's not abnormal to see teams a little bit heavy.
Yeah, we noticed that with a couple times, 3-4 draws in the same line in a row, and wider and deeper each time. Teams looking confused, so that clarifies that. No surprise.
Hard to get that one out, boys. We're going to take a couple of shots, and all of a sudden that 2 or 3 turned into a how do we score?
A couple teams out there trying to avoid, as Langer called it, the ABC later tonight, too.
Yeah, that's a
you
slippery
hate
slope.
that. You hate
It
that.
has to be addressed.
I hate to see it, but it always happens.
Who's on the ABC later?
That'd be Schwaller, I believe.
And Peterson/TC.
And Caitlin.
Oh, it's 3 of them?
Yeah. Maybe Schwaller didn't go A final. I think she lost the A
I don't
semi.
think Schwaller was.
Yeah. But yeah,
But the other
Laws
two
for sure.
Laws and Peterson both.
So you go for Laws, if that does end up happening to them, not saying it would, it'd be a loss to Gim, a loss to Anderson, a loss to Tiranzoni.
Where's the easy one?
Yeah, exactly. That's
I think for Peterson
pretty
it
good
was.
yeah, really good.
I need to move that. If I'm Team Kim here, I follow him down and just bump that back. And then it's really bad again. That's the problem with letting it just kind of build up in the forefoot. And a lot of the teams we watch this week won't.
Yeah, just with one
Won't let
guard,
it,
too.
but-
Just piling them up underneath.
Didn't have a choice. Can't peel the guard when it's already 2 shots from, maybe even 3 shots from getting it out. But if they can follow this down and bump it back and stay right there, I'd rather be Team Kim. How about that?
So our first look at Kyung A Kim here. Trying to make Brent Lang proud with a follow down here.
Right?
It's going to take more than that.
Oh, no.
It's a long game.
It's one step in the right direction.
Nobody gets out on this ice by accident, so there's pride for all of them.
You're proud of all of them already.
Right?
Absolutely. This looks a little light.
See, is that not Russian sweeping calling there, Fry? Did you teach them that? Divide, da, 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 da. I noticed that yesterday, and I could be wrong. Maybe social media correct me, but I'm serious.
How do you spell that?
A lot of D's.
D-A-D-A-D-A-D-A.
Yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I think so. That's pretty good. It would have been really good if it bumped that a little bit, but
I remember one time we were playing the Russians in Cloverdale, and the coach had left the sunroof open on their rental car for a solid 2 hours in the middle of a rainstorm.
ouch.
So that was a tough discovery for them post game.
What happened in my hotel room today? I came home, I got a soaker in my hotel room in my socks. I think probably because some guy wanted to fill the bathtub in the room maybe and did a cannonball into it. You ever heard of anything like that, Fry?
No, never.
Me neither. Oh, the shower next door, apparently the fixture like snapped off and just water started pouring out everywhere. That whole part of the hotel flooded.
Really?
Yeah.
Only in PEI.
Right?
Here comes the rain again.
Yeah, leading into the Grand Slam of karaoke.
That's
again.
right, I'm
He's
getting
Keep
warmed
saying
up.
he's not going to sing in the thing.
I'm not
Keep
singing. I'm not singing. I just like to. I sing on stream. I don't need to sing in the karaoke. That's for the players.
Maybe we should do a poll. Does social media want you to sing tonight? I don't know. So much access.
It's true. If I sung, then people would be like, "Who the hell is this guy?" I almost said that word.
It's going to happen.
I
I mean,
feel like we're allowed to. I feel like because we're on the couch, I would just want to.
This is Grand Slams After Dark.
Yeah, I want to swear.
pretty much.
Trying to keep it together though. So guard back up for Team Kim here, lying 1 without.
Somebody's going to score one. invariably.
I'm pretty sure that I was promised another life in this event for the Italian team if I came and broadcast. So I don't know where I collect
True
that
story.
Yeah, I didn't say it, but I'll
Yeah,
go with
like,
it.
where
I'll
do I
support it.
Where do I collect that from?
Probably the curling group.
Yeah.
Might want to talk to Nick or Mike or yeah.
Yeah. He's at Nick Solsky on Twitter. Does he follow you?
I don't know.
So that's the new thing for Nick is the sponsors exemption for the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I tend to not look at who follows me just to not ruin my confidence in them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Playing this straight back, I don't know how this works out all that well, but it's already bad. No, just
Maybe
straight
just
steal
peel.
again. Trying to hold him to a steal of 1, I think. I don't see how this goes any different than that. I guess maybe you could hit that red one super thin.
Then slash it for 2.
Maybe, but I think the back yellow is
You
second
can't tell who's
shot.
second.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
back yellow
Or
would be
third
second.
shot, sorry.
Especially because the red would move a little bit,
Probably.
even if it's not shot right now, but I think it is. Like, I think yellow's already shot.
You cannot see much of that rock.
No.
No, that'd be finite margins for Xenia.
Boys, I didn't think the couch would be less comfortable than the fantastic chairs we've had all week here. But I
Oh
gotta
my
say,
God.
You know, if you moved into one of those fantastic chairs, then we'd be a lot more
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah, that's a great
I don't
point, Langer.
You have a pretty good
Is this
point.
pull out?
I don't think anybody loses there.
Like,
Yeah,
this-
can we- yeah, it's just a pull out.
That'd be awesome.
The curling couch just slowly turns into a sofa bed. Maybe turn into a different show.
8 ends has never lasted so long, right?
Yeah, I feel like my back is slowly starting to take the shape of the chairs we've been sitting in here.
Another guard, another peel. Or do they start guarding now? Is there a way for them to lie 2 for Team Kim to lie 2 here?
That's a good question. You might be able to.
I think it's important people know that we're not actually watching like the game through the glass. We're watching it sitting on a couch on a screen about 10 inches wide with
There we
a
are.
step stool.
We look like we're into it, though.
Yeah,
We're
we are.
dialed. Yeah, we love curling.
We do love curling.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Guys, we can't see the game. Like, we're good-looking fellas, but
It's literally the only way we can see the sheet that we're trying to watch.
There we go. And we're back.
They should have put us out on the coach's bench.
Oh man, we'd look so good back there.
You
I mean, you look
jackpot
good
City
back there
Lounge.
already,
Yeah.
Fry, but
Yeah, the lounge down there. would-
It's cold down there, boys.
Oh.
It is very cold down
I
there.
believe it.
this one's coming with some heat from the hip.
Yeah, Xenia firing that one off. And so yeah, it is just peeling out here. I think you might be right, Langer. They're just maybe trying to only give up a steal of 1, but
This squad can throw them hard too.
I was just gonna say, Tyler, it shows the amount of work that these teams have put in, because it went from being 7-second feels to these teams are like dialing it down. Like, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but an extra second
That's a
in
lot.
speed is quite a bit of workouts throughout the summer to be able to do that.
Yeah, all credit to him. No question.
I don't think they can lie 2 here, so this end's over. You can go back to our beautiful faces now.
Yeah, just hang up the 1. Move
I
on.
guess,
We called it 4 or
You
5
gotta-
shots ago already.
well, you got to guard that, quarter inch you can see the red, because that
Smell
would give them a score potentially. Yeah, she sees it, like this side of center line. I said this earlier. They won the Tier 2 last year, but they are not rookies. They've been around.
yeah, we talked about that earlier this week, Brent, but that almost felt like cheating a little bit.
Yeah, I think some of those rules, the fact that they won the Olympic silver medal, and 3 or 4 years later, they went through a lot of stuff, and I don't know all the details, but didn't sound very good at all.
Yeah, some ugly reports. There.
For sure. So that's why their ranking dropped so much. They basically quit curling, and then came back and Fry and I played in the Tier 2.
Do you remember that? Yeah, I was just gonna say. You remember that one time we were
man.
super excited to play in the Tier 2 event because we were
That
still
was our
like.
caliber.
Yeah, well, I think that we still thought that we were quite good at curling.
Right.
We were wrong.
What was your record in the Tier 2?
We won a couple games.
We got
Okay.
to the semifinal.
Oh, that's not bad.
And
That's pretty
then
good. That was the best
Aaron
you guys
Slu-
did that year.
Aaron Sluchinski made a
Really good
runner
shot.
runner from the
Hack
hog
waiter.
line.
Yeah. Tap, tap. It's a great shot.
Yeah.
You might have enough of this still here.
Sluchinski can make that happen for you.
Didn't take that away. So there is a shot for one after all this.
Just fire it, hit what you can see.
Yeah, you really can't see much of it.
And no real jeopardy of giving up more than one.
Famous last words, but I don't think so. We've been wrong a lot, so welcome
Yeah.
to the club.
We're
Not
so
even
bad.
trying it, or just trying it really soft here. Taking a lot of ice.
Yeah, maybe just a little nuzzle.
It's not really one that helps you to finesse it.
Yeah, I don't think so either, Ty.
Just makes the shot tougher.
Oh, she's throwing it away.
Oh, well, that'd be why.
Great call, Langer.
Yeah, there you go. You
Way
nailed
on
it.
the board. You
Nailed it,
I was
Langer.
right.
Yep.
Nothing if
we'll
not
never know now.
consistent here.
guys want to play a game of ends?
Probably.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I think with Raul on the couch, maybe we play a game of truth or dare.
Truth.
Definitely.
All right, well, that's the end of the first end. One on the board for Team Kim.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game,
It's about maximizing performance.
Pushing limits.
seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on,
It's a gold line. It's a gold line. It's a gold line.
and it's the choice of champions.
Oh, we're back.
If we're playing truth or dare, John, I dare you to get off the couch so there's more room for us.
I didn't say I wanted truth or dare, so I would have probably picked truth, most likely.
Yeah, it's because you're not stupid.
That's the safe one for sure.
I'm also pretty honest. I just don't really give a shit.
So there you
that.
go.
Yeah.
Setup of ends have become pretty predictable, eh?
We've been talking about that a little bit. Yeah, not a lot. There's fewer. Seems to be fewer. It could just be the games recovering. Fewer corner guards maybe thrown in the women's game. The men still do throw it harder, clean up a little bit more efficiently, but that gap is maybe slowly narrowing.
Langer says this as Selena Riekiger throws a corner guard.
It's perfect. But I want some action, so whatever
Yeah.
I say
Oh, yeah.
doesn't happen.
No, we definitely want the action here.
And how am I supposed to know she's throwing a corner guard? I can't see. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the game earlier today, Fry, you were absolutely right. Both Kristen Karwacki and Kristen Gordon played really well, and it was guard 4 feet short or top 4, one or the other. That was usually guard, then come around, then freeze, and there's only a half miss on either side over the leads. And then it gets blown up, and we talked about this, Ryan, and we used to do this by accident because our second sucked. But if you don't make your second shots, sometimes that's how you set up a 3, because they'll kind of leave it for a little bit longer rather than bail.
So we're trying to figure out exactly what type of half miss would make your opponent not clear and keep throwing rocks in with you, but still doesn't get you in enough trouble that you're giving them 3 anyways.
If you figure out that recipe, let
Wow.
me know.
Yeah, we didn't come
Yeah.
up with a solution.
You need it's a couple dashes of Matt Hamilton and a few scoops of Brent Lang, and
Exactly.
you got it pretty much sorted out.
It's kind of the same scenario when your lead slides to the back 8 foot. It really sets up.
Yeah.
It looks bad, but it sets up a different inch.
Well, we've all pulled that move where we
You fake
called
it.
for top 4, but
Yeah.
told the shooter we're throwing it to back 8,
Yeah.
trying to set up the 3 ball.
Yeah.
Let's learn that one from Al Hackner back in the day.
I just got into the routine of throwing it back 8 all the time.
The fun part is acting pissed that you threw it back 8.
Oh,
Even
you
though
just
you did
played
not
it-
I had
purpose.
no problem acting like I was pissed
Maybe-
off when I threw it back.
Maybe you
8.
just weren't playing on regulation sheets.
Oh, that's definitely
Could
true.
be.
Just a little
Shorter,
and
yeah.
you were so dialed
That's-
that you didn't even know.
That's a great point, honestly. I don't know what they do out in BC, but it wouldn't surprise me if the sheets were a little short.
Nobody knows. It's pretty isolated in the curling world over the years. I never knew what was going on in BC.
Not much.
World Championship in 2000, no?
Yep.
That the last one?
Greg McCauley, Brent Pierce, Brian Mickey, and I'll give you $100 if
Got
you
it.
can name the
Pick
lead.
me, pick me.
Yep, Brent
Jody
Lang.
Feistrup.
Wow, that
Look
is
at
a
that.
great.
Yeah.
That's a great pull. I'm giving you a high five for that one.
Don't
Super
mess-
nice guy and great
You
player.
know why? Because it's from 24 years ago. Or whatever.
Right, that was my era.
That was your era. Yeah,
Well, no,
sort
because
of.
we remember stuff from then and we don't remember yesterday.
yeah, that's a
new
good
stuff.
point. I should have asked you who was the Team BC lead last year. That probably would have been more helpful.
Oh, impossible. I can't even name the skip yet. Oh, it was Jacques the skip?
No.
Catlin.
Catlin, yeah.
Yeah.
Jacques 2 years ago, Catlin
Oh,
last
that was
year.
Horvat. Was the lead,
Horvath,
probably.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Horvath,
You got
sorry.
it, Alex. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty good. Jody's Feistrup, though, I did not think you would pull that.
I remember
That's
that
impressive.
from the Barrie Skins game. That was when the Skins game was
In
kind of my
Barrie?
hometown. No. When the Skins game was on TSN, Ryan. And it was in Barrie, too. But yeah, they were the team there. And
The Barrie Curling Club Skins game.
Fresh
Greg
out of-
McCauley came to play the men's
big
A-League
dollars.
champions.
Some of the spectators that can see in the window are now noticing what's going on in here.
Yeah, they're like, what is going on with these 4 guys?
Why don't they get a bigger couch?
We need a sectional in Nisku. We got to figure this.
Now, why are they not watching the game?
Got to figure
They're
this
just
out.
sitting on the couch with
You're talking about
microphones.
BC curling from 24 years ago. Yeah, Jody did kind of the curling dream, won the world championship and quit.
Did he, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Went
He
out
played,
on
I think he
top.
played one more year, and then he was like, I'm out of here, boys.
All those guys were good. Brent Pierce did not
Yeah.
go for that plan. Is he still
Oh,
grinding
he's
away?
still grinding, yeah. Brent will never give it up, you know?
Greg McCauley was a hell of a player. and
Really
super
good
nice
shooter.
guy.
Great
Everybody
guy.
loved him.
Yeah, very good guy. Old school guy, just really nice man. And Brian Mickey, too. Brian Mickey pulled off the rare feat of winning the Briar and the Hearthstone in the same year. That's tough to do.
That's really hard to do. It's usually reserved for like the second or last place team.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of New Brunswick names on that trophy.
Ooh, shots fired as we're on the East Coast.
That's right. I'm laying the gauntlet down. Well, it's not like BC did any better. Thank God the year we went 0-12 was the year they canceled relegation.
That happened? Who went 0-12?
Oh, and 12.
Yeah, or 0-11. Well, there you go. Well, there's another $100 to whoever can think of that. BC finished dead last. 0-11. And it was the year they canceled relegation, so we didn't get relegated.
The only other one I can think of from that era is Jay Peachy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
Well,
Jay
it wasn't
Peachy.
him. He
long
was pretty
before that.
good.
Jay Peachy had some skill, yep. He's
He
a
went
Briar bronze medalist in Olympic trials back when...
He went over at the trials.
oh, absolutely.
That's a different.
Well, that was when they
beast
used to do it.
altogether,
Was like the Briar automatically got the spot to the trials, and if the Briar winner already had a spot and the Briar second place already had a spot, they just gave it to the bronze
So
medalist.
that's how they got in.
So that was how Jay Peachy got in.
That's an
It
interesting
may, it may not surprise you, Tyler, to know that they amended the rule after Jay Peachy
Well, there you go.
had that happen to him. But Jay, also great guy and really great shooter. But no, the answer to that trivia question is Andrew Bolesky.
damn.
Were you
Oh,
at
it's
that,
curled
Brian?
in a half. Probably.
Probably, yeah.
You got to lose some of these
I
yellows.
think it was
here pretty quick,
14, I think.
Oh, I
13
wasn't
or
at
14.
that one then.
I think if she can hit this right on the nose,
It's real
it's
good.
real good
Yeah.
for her.
At 13 I was at, 14 I wasn't. That was the last year I played with Glenn, and
Yeah, I wasn't at 14 either.
yeah, because you were disqualified.
14 's still a pretty good year.
I think it was 14. I'm looking it up right now. That was my initial. 13.
Yeah,
13.
so I thought we did play him.
So it was the year you won, Fry.
Even better.
How many are going here?
Just one.
Okay.
It's looking a little better now, I think.
The angles aren't great.
Ball throwing
buried.
rock, not a great result.
Got shot rock, and I think it stayed buried. We'll see from the better angle here.
Yeah.
Tough to get to, but neither team's comfortable, I think it's fair to say. So whether by design or just kind of circumstance, 2 ends in a row here. Schwaller with the hammer in the middle, absolutely plugged up. This is a little bit more open, but don't love seeing those 2 center guards. They're both red guards too.
This is an interesting situation. I don't really know what you do if you're Kim here.
Right where a broom is would be a good spot for a rock.
Yeah. You'd go on the offense.
Oh,
She
I
is
don't
deciding to
see
go
this. Ooh.
defense,
I don't like hitting a guard here.
especially if you run this straight back and take out
There is a
both
run.
of your stones.
This is an aggressive defense.
I was trying to go through the hole, maybe.
Maybe.
That's not a lot
It's
of
not
leads.
very hard.
Is there a hole to just come right through there?
We're going to find out. Oh, so that is what she was trying.
I would have liked to seen her get through the hole because it seems like you might have overcurled. Yeah, overcurled your own.
This situation just got a lot better for Team Schwaller.
Let me open that up for you. Is that okay?
I like it. Run back, stick and roll, she calls for.
It's amazing. It's amazing the evolution of the run back, From when we all started playing. Like it's a given now. That it's you've
Contact
seen
is
Yeah.
almost
And
always.
things like
so many
easy
times now.
peel, you hear people call.
like throwing 10s, like 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Heels.
that's Mowat, eh? They're better than anybody at the board weight. Hit it on the nose, perfect. Anything else is death. Good
Very
shot.
good try.
See, when you say stuff that happens, I say it. She would have hit half a rock.
Fry, I know I told these guys in the booth, but I don't know if you're aware of how Mowat's team got to like throwing all the same delivery, same rotation.
They watched Rachel Holman.
Ah, that'd be a good way to do it too. Hammy said that they do practice in pairs, and they record each other's deliveries and try to mirror it, and then they rotate pairs in different practices so that all 4 of them see each other, and then they just throw the exact same delivery.
Talking about practice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely an
People-
interesting topic. The use of technology definitely within the British curling is definitely leading the charge with that. But you're seeing Curling Canada, like you see representatives from Curling Canada now. They're catching film of everything that's happening. But yeah, learning how to do something as a team takes a lot of team practice, and unfortunately, a lot of teams now don't have that opportunity. They're not practicing.
I always just think of like any team I played on, thinking of all the different deliveries we had. Which one are we trying to? What are we going with?
Who are we
Can
trying
I
to
go
hit
with?
with?
Picking?
Can
It
I
ain't
go with
mine.
none?
Yeah, it ain't mine. I can tell you that.
Can we get someone to come in and show us?
Yeah, so we all 4 do a new one.
You could show me video of John Schuster's slide and release all day, every day, and I couldn't replicate that thing. The off the back, inside out, he's figured it out. But he holds them both straight, doesn't he?
Right. Yeah.
And then off the back of the
He
handle.
didn't really used to do that either, like the straight on and then turn it. You know, kind of the opposite of the Norwegians where they do the pump handle.
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
it one way and then turn it back the other. And neither one of those things I could do. But that's the thing is, like, if you're going to all 4 throw the same way, you're going against what's comfortable for you, like how you throw the rock best, because you're trying to make it easier for putting the broom down for your whole team. Like, imagine how much easier Bruce's job is because he can put the same broom down for all 4 players.
I think that's probably why we're all sitting on a couch now. Because we're not prepared to do that
And
anymore.
why Bruce is sitting on a couch somewhere else because he's already qualified.
Yeah, taking the day off tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think they went golfing today. Tough day.
Makes sense. They already
Again-
golfed once this week.
Again,
Yeah.
when
Well,
John said he was taking a draw off because he had some
I had to go golfing.
obligations with Team Mowat, and then
Yeah.
we found out during the broadcast when he was gone that he was golfing with him.
That's right. I'm taking Langer. I'll be honest with you. I'm taking the draw off tomorrow to go to Green Gables.
Golf course? I've been there.
I'm going with you.
Or Anne of Green Gables.
And of Green Gables.
Okay, there's a Green Gables golf course.
Oh,
I'm
is
pretty
there?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. No, we're. I'm gonna go check out the history of Prince Edward Island, which I believe includes the infamous Green Gables house and.
Shot there.
Shot. Yeah, that'll be
spot.
cool.
So it's you,
Yep.
our team, Team Retornes,
Yep.
and Team Hasselberg.
Yeah. That's right.
This is the D event.
Yeah.
This is the
It
D
is.
event,
It's
yeah.
the D event. Yeah.
Okay.
What did we used to do in the D event?
I don't remember anything.
Not learn, I'll tell you that.
Eat pizza?
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't getting educated.
No, certainly wasn't.
No.
I'll
Change
teach.
your flight.
I'm excited to kind of maybe, teach the Swedes and Italians about Lucy Maud Montgomery.
I'm excited to see Amos in those pigtails.
Oh, that's going to be really good, yeah.
A great shot here, and Team Kim's got to be careful. You're playing the hit, eh? Is there anything else, Fry? Not really.
No, and it's pretty hard to not set up a double here for
Right.
two. But you sometimes can get it's cheeky, but it would be, if you can ever play it where you get almost close to nose, it's all comes into a sweep
chisel it.
and just chisel, yeah.
Or you're hitting and rolling just past the broom. I think that one call through the hole, if they're going to debrief with the coach after, I think they might come back to that one. I know that Schwaller was already lying one, but really opened up an easier deuce. So now she'll make this hit perfect. Watch.
So this is the final stone here for Jin Kim.
Nice touch. Will it sit?
I'd love for that to sit for second
that's-
shot.
That's
So close.
well, she's playing it as if their second shot.
She didn't even look, though.
No. They know.
It's a feeling.
Swiss intuition. I mean, that's a really flat double. I mean, you don't
Yeah,
have
you just
to
gotta
move
touch
it far, yeah, for sure.
She throws a ton of handle, I noticed earlier,
Yeah.
so that'll help her here. But
She
they
can
literally
fire
didn't
it,
even
too.
look.
She'll have no problem with the weight. Every time you saw a rock flying down the sheet earlier today when we weren't calling their name, there's always their squad throwing them. They can bring it.
So Zinnia's dad must be the other Schwaller. I don't know which one of the Schwaller brothers is Yannick's dad either, but the two brothers who won the world championship, or did they win the world championship? They beat Nedouin in the semi the one year in Switzerland. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say those are the dads.
I would say that's probably true, yeah.
Andy Schwaller.
Yep, that's right.
That's where
That
my
sounds
knowledge
right.
ends. That's definitely right. I don't remember the other guy's name.
So final stone here for the young Xenia Schwaller. Kind of a flat hit.
Gotta be
and
close.
Tap.
Oh, great
Wow.
shot.
Oh,
Really
Saturday
good.
Great shot.
Really good shot from
2 for
Xenia. 2 up on the board. They'll take a 1-point lead into the third.
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mike's. Eat locally, enjoy casually.
Oh, take your time, Langer. Yeah, we're good with that. We're back. And number 3. John Cullen
Sorry,
plugged
I
away on
missed
his
it.
phone.
I missed it.
No, that's all right. I've been doing play-by-play all week,
John's
too.
over here checking how much his followers are growing.
It's a lot. Every day, people are saying, who is this one half of the Broom Brothers podcast? The more handsome half, they're saying as well.
Two-thirds, you were saying before we got on the broadcast.
Yeah,
2/3.
that's a good point. Yeah, Robbie's about 1/3 at this point. I'm trying to coach him up, but he needs work.
We're going to trade hits so that we got to entertain the crowd with more curling memories from 20 years ago.
That's right. Yeah, that's why we're here.
Fry, what was going through your mind when you made that greatest shot in curling history, the Brier final?
Honestly, I was so pissed off at my team because they were Ryan and EJ were basically ready to pull the Velcro.
Yeah.
So it's I was angry, so I made it in spite. So when you saw my emotion after that shot,
You weren't fired up,
It
you were
wasn't
mad.
because I was fired up. I was mad at Ryan and EJ for quitting on me. And then we made
Not on
it.
my
And then we
watch.
made it. Almost made the greatest shot, and then Brad couldn't throw a guard. So, you know,
We're getting personal already.
we didn't
Oh, yeah,
we didn't end up winning that game.
Yeah, we're into personal mode now,
Third
Brent.
end.
Third end. I know it's a little early, but
It's kind of
Wow.
great though that it's your shot that everybody remembers, not really who won the game. That's how great.
that's
the shot
really
was.
that's really
And-
important.
Cups made one. Cups, for anyone who's listening, is also Brad J. Cups. That's just his nickname. Benny calls him Cupsy now. I don't know. I don't know
I've
where
heard that a few times.
Yeah, I don't know
Cupsy.
where that came from.
Well, that's Ben's a hockey guy, right? So,
You just add Y to anybody's name, it's a nickname.
yep.
True.
Langy.
No, that's stupid. Nice try.
But yeah, Cups made one like a crazy shot like that for the win against us in Lloydminster last year. And when I say with us, that's the Italian team.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely a cool shot, but when it doesn't end up in a win, it doesn't mean as much, to be honest.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, it's very true.
Like, I've made a lot of really cool shots in practice. Didn't get me anywhere.
Doesn't really count, eh? We did talk about your cool shot at the Briar. Was that what Briar was that? Where you hit the guard?
That's
into
what we were,
another
that's what
guard?
we
that's what we
were
were
just
just talking about for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I had to go to the washroom. I'm getting old, bud.
Yeah.
And then Cups couldn't make a guard. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Langer's going to need a separate loud cup so he doesn't have to get up to go to the washroom.
No, just 2 cups. One for drinking, one for...
Yeah, that's what I just said. You'll need a second
One loud cup, one silent cup.
Right. Play it like an NFL game. Just wear an
These
adult
loud
diaper.
cups or something, just so everybody knows.
Don't do it.
Yeah, do it.
That's just a quick little blow. Right?
Yeah, it's
There's going to be about 3,000 of those in Newfoundland for the slam.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cup with a horn in it. If
Yeah,
you-
these-
if you couldn't figure that out. It's really good at, like, smart, whoever came up with it.
Yeah, it is. They're actually from PEI.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I met them
They
today.
were here, yeah.
Oh,
I
no
saw
way.
him. It looked like a kind of a father-daughter.
Oh, cool.
He was wearing it comes with a necklace that
Yeah,
holds the cup.
I like the necklace, yeah.
Quite something. I think he forgot the straw, though.
Yeah,
We'll talk to him.
we'll see, yeah. If he'll cut us in, we'll give him the idea of throwing a straw in
Yeah,
there.
there's not a lot of point in the lanyard that actually holds it if you still have to pick the cup up and drink it.
Kind of a tease, really.
Yeah.
It's more just, I
that
guess, you have
close.
two
Boys,
two
we are
hands
aging
free.
ourselves right
You're
now.
going to make me lift this a whole foot
next
up to my face.
Next, we're going to be buying chairs that make you stand up for yourselves.
Oh, I
Come
would
on.
love that.
Well, 3 of us got up to stretch in between hips.
Yeah.
Sitting on the couch.
That's embarrassing. That wasn't me.
No, it wasn't me either. Yeah.
No, but definitely you're saying about Newfoundland. I think all these slams are unbelievable now. Like, you look at the attendance. I think if you've been thinking about coming out to a Grand Slam event, pull the trigger, because these are fun.
Yeah, the days of the morning draws with 6 people in the stands are over right now.
That was a snowstorm in St. John's. Were you at that one? There was
No.
literally like 5 people in the stands because the snowstorm. When I say snowstorm, if you haven't been in a snowstorm in St. John's, you haven't seen a snowstorm.
Is that
Cars were buried in the streets.
Is that the one in Paradise or no?
No, this was right in St. John's at mile
'cause I
1
remember
at the
snow
now
for that.
Mary Brown Center, and holy, it was
Were
it
you
was wild.
Were you staying at the hotel that was like down
At the
further?
end of the
yeah.
street,
Where
yeah.
were you part of the group? We bumper shined to George Street.
I wouldn't do that.
No.
I don't remember.
Well,
I
that
don't
was-
think so.
That was quite the time. we got ourselves there, and we weren't even sure if it was open because there wasn't social media. We couldn't just check to see.
That
if
was
the bar-
unfortunate, eh? That wasn't all recorded on social media.
Yeah. No,
Did you win
Maybe
that one
better.
too, Langer? Is that one of the 16?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think Gushu. Oh no, Gushu got to the final at one of those. I don't know if that was the big players there where he was young, so that probably makes sense. And he beat us in the semi and lost to the old bear, Kevin Martin, the Golden Bear, as he'd like to be called.
Fun
I
fact.
think that nickname's already taken,
fact.
isn't it?
Yeah,
I put Kevin into retirement by letting him beat me.
it's true. I saw that recently on social media. That was pretty cool. The Slam flashbacks on the social media accounts, which are run by a genius, I understand, are pretty cool. I mean, obviously because I'm old and I was around, but I think it's awesome that there is history of the slams now. For a long time, they were still too new, and Now they're coming up to 25 years almost.
Well, and it's becoming something that's very elite. Like to be able to win, a Grand Slam in the season, it's becoming that type of level. Not quite to where the golf is yet, but it's, or the tennis, but it's getting to a level where if you win a Grand Slam, you can call your season successful.
Your guys' run was so incredible.
Yeah, just teed it up, eh? Like if you win 3 in a year, could you imagine?
You teed that up. Somebody say it.
That'd be
Somebody
crazy.
say it.
Has a team won 3 in a year? Ever?
Yeah, four
They have?
teams. 4 teams have.
Oh, no way. Which 4?
Jacobs won right after he cut
Kennedy.
me. Right when he cut me there.
Yeah,
That's
that was
another
a sort of
team
an
that they-
upswing in vibes.
Yeah, they cut, like, you stop coaching Rachel, she doesn't lose.
Yeah. Left team Jacobs.
More on
Yeah.
that later.
Like,
Keep going.
I think I'm a curling whisperer, to be honest with you. You just can't have me on your team for too long.
Yeah, you're like the coaches in hockey that like to yell a lot or whatever. They bring them in for a year to try to win the Stanley
Yeah,
Cup.
you interview them after they win. It was just a culture change
Yeah,
this year.
really
the vibe in the locker room.
What did he
was
bring to the
completely
team?
different.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, exactly. Then once they start to investigate what you brought to the team, they don't like it very much.
This is just really good for my career, guys.
Who are the other ones? So you guys won 3 last year.
Jacobs.
Jacobs did with Mark and
Yeah.
the Harndens.
Rachel last year? No. Did she only win 2 or did
Kmart
she
won
win 3?
4 in a row one time. I don't know if it was all the same year, though.
No one's won. Yeah, not in a calendar year. Who else won? Botcher. Botcher won 3 in a row. 1 year.
Did he?
Yeah.
With the old team.
Yeah. Wow.
And
You never won 3 in a year?
I don't think so.
No.
Definitely wasn't Nicholas Eden.
No. You won
No.
2 in 1 year, though.
Yeah.
Bruce Mullet.
Bruce won 3?
Ah, yeah, that's right.
I feel like we have to fact check this.
No,
Yeah.
fact check it.
Why? Somebody will tell us.
Well, no.
If they
I
don't,
mean,
who
it'll
cares?
just be me, I guess, would be the only one who would do it.
Yeah, that's
Okay, Mr. Popular.
what you might call
I
it.
don't think looking up
Someone.
facts makes you popular, Fry. I don't know.
Just my following will tell me.
I don't
Don't
know.
tell me.
I don't know if you went to high school, but knowing facts was decidedly not cool for me.
I went to
Yeah,
I
Bruce-
went to
Bruce is
technical
right.
vocational school.
Bruce is right. 21. Well, no. 21 Champions Cup, 21 Players, 21 Masters, but the 21 Masters would have been in the fall. So they won 3 in a calendar year, but not 3 in a season.
Okay.
So I don't know if that counts or not.
We'll give it to him. I think that's impressive.
Yeah, it's impressive.
That's the extent of my curling knowledge.
Okay. Well, you did pretty good. Brad Jacobs.
That one I remember. We were out there for one of them. I thought Cups missed that draw, but he didn't.
Yeah, Jacobs. You got the.
Remember?
I don't think Cups won 3 in a year.
Yeah.
3 in a season.
In
Yeah,
a season.
19 Tour Challenge, 19 National, 20 Canadian Open.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fujisawa,
That is the same season.
3 in a second. TC/Peterson. ABC
We're on
later
Skip's
in
Rocks
trouble.
here, boys.
What is he? There's nothing
going
going on. It's a blank end.
Maybe.
I don't even
Made that
know.
mistake earlier.
Yeah. I honestly haven't seen the house in about 6 minutes. So, the last time I looked, it was looking like a blank, and it still is. So
I also fact checked myself, so it's Andy Schwaller is Zinnia's dad.
and Christoph Schwaller is Yannick's dad.
Yannick's dad. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Apologies, because they're probably watching. Well, it's pretty late over in Switzerland, but curling families set alarms and watch.
Your wife is telling me to tell you to check your phone.
Well, that'll be. You're doing a great job, Ryan.
Yeah. I love you, Ryan, and you're doing great. Oh, here we go. Jess has got all that. She's pulling up the stats for us.
Just my partner
We need her in our headset.
Yeah.
is fact checking me and
Okay.
said Martin won 5 in a calendar year.
Oh.
Hasselberg also won. Homans won 3 twice.
Okay, I said Holman, and you guys said no.
I know. I did not. Say
You
that.
did say
boys.
no.
Thanks, Jess.
Blank end commercial.
Comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And it's the choice of champions.
national twice in the same year because they moved it from the spring to the fall.
We're fact checking.
Yeah, we're fact checking. Are we back?
We are.
We're back.
Okay, we're
So you'd
fact
know
checking.
that if your headset.
Kevin Martin won. It hurts my ears. Kevin Martin won 5 in 2007. Won the national twice, March 2007, December 2007, and won the Canadian Open twice in the same year, January 2007, December 2007, and then also won the Players in 2007.
Yeah, that's true because I used to bug Benny. Like he used to say he held all of them at once, but he didn't. He didn't have the Masters because just they changed the order.
Because they changed the order, yeah. Yeah, Kevin's actually never won the Masters.
Ever?
Never.
He doesn't even have the career slam, and he calls himself the Golden Bear.
Yeah, one World Cup. I guess that's an 03. That's an original slam.
That was a
He's got 4 nationals, 5 Canadian Opens, and 5 Players.
Was that back when they reseeded? They reseeded the playoffs, so you would Kevin would.
That was only in the very beginning, but we talked about that. Yeah, and that could be urban legend.
That's the Kevin Martin rule right there.
But yeah, Kevin, that World Cup one was fantastic. It wouldn't be so much now, but it used to be awesome when the international teams weren't quite as good. I think there's only 4 Canadian teams in it.
Right, that's right. I remember when they used to do that.
10 Canadian teams were in the regular slams.
Yeah, we got a corner guard. Yes.
They'd bring over New Zealand for you guys to beat the hell out of.
Not quite.
Tyler, you want to talk about the game?
I mean, every once in a while.
What's
I just
happening?
wanted people to know that we had a guard in, so we might
That's good.
knock some things.
Okay.
First
We were
great.
dialed into the first 2
Yeah,
ends.
they were great.
Yeah. It was just when it's a blank, what are you supposed to do?
When you're sitting around with the boys, watching a curling game.
When's the pizza get here?
Did you order?
No, not yet.
Yeah, we definitely have action. Starting off with 3 great shots.
Just off center line.
That's
Maybe a little
tickable.
split.
I
Maybe a little
actually like
split.
the tick here.
Nope.
Should we just eliminate all tick shots, fellas? Or do we like the center line?
You go to mixed doubles format. Can't hit anything for the first few shots.
Yeah,
boys, I would thrive. I would thrive in no hitting ever.
We tried that one time, the Moncton rule. Leads can't take out. It actually backfired because everybody was throwing it in, and then you'd freeze, and then blow it up, and it's like, the third's first. There's nothing in play. This didn't work.
Uh-oh.
Where'd they do that?
I don't remember where it was. It was in the slams. I mean, the slams is the only place we tried.
Didn't you say
any new
Moncton?
rules. It was it's called the Moncton rule because there
rule.
was
Oh,
a
the Moncton rule.
like 500
Okay.
spiel way back or something. but-
Okay, gotcha. The Moncton rule. I have a rule about Moncton. Never go there.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
are angry with New Brunswick today.
Yeah.
And for all you Moncton people, we do love you.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah, but I don't like your city.
John,
That's John. That was John.
John got booed one time during his his comic act.
I did the Hubcap Comedy Festival in my.
true.
No, I didn't actually. No, I'm just. I'm kidding. New Brunswick is fine.
That's the second New Brunswick knock.
I didn't. That wasn't even on
Jeez, something
purpose.
latent here, I
No,
think.
it wasn't even on purpose.
I know it wasn't. It's subconscious.
Moncton was on purpose, but the previous New Brunswick slam was not.
Hard on the carve to get by the corner guard.
Well,
The
'cause-
knifing.
Yeah.
Hard on the knifing.
hard on the knife.
Is that different than a carve now?
I don't know.
Yes, I think so. Right?
With the broom
Because
head
carve is for
vertical.
distance as well, and knifing is just for
See, Mike
curl.
McEwen makes it simple. So does Reed. Hard distance.
Yes,
Hard
exactly.
curl.
Yeah.
I still don't know which one he's yelling at me. I remember saying that. Were you still on the team? Yeah, you were on the team. Mike's yelling hard distance, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, isn't hard like for distance? Like,
Yeah.
It's so confusing.
I do feel like sweeping's gotten
Out of hand.
A little bit out of hand. Yeah. A little.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I agree.
Like there's sweeping is to bring a rock further, hold a rock straighter. There's a lot.
That's what it
And the
was.
curling is very great.
Well, that's we talked about that too. We said for 400 damn years we were doing the same stuff, and now when we're not playing, if we're going anywhere to teach anybody something about sweeping, you got to ask the players on tour what's been happening the last few weeks.
Oh, that's a
What's
good
the
shot.
new thing?
Let's sneak in there, Johnny.
I think so. That's a
Definitely.
really good shot.
So then we got to text our buddies on tour and say, okay, what's going on with sweeping now?
Good enough
Gorgeous
for the
roll.
replay.
Yeah, here we go.
Really
Oh, that's tasty.
This is my first replay.
Really good.
Exciting, eh?
Very exciting.
It's awesome when you get to see it again.
The Home Team Live boys, they don't screw around. This
No.
is top drawer.
This is top shelf. They'll often give us the replay. We don't even ask. They just already have it going. They don't give a They're just like, here you go.
Well, they're all slugging Red Bull.
Oh yeah, this is like hour 100 for these guys.
Team
They got
Jacob's fan.
Celsius in there too.
Yeah.
Those Celsius drinks are.
I heard they
That's
make
like
you.
a drug.
They make you vibrate, eh?
I don't know.
Him anyway.
They'll get you ripped up.
We like the guard here, guys. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
Can't
better.
leave that there.
And roll for a center. Make this and
Yeah.
roll for a center.
2 for 1 special. Get it all. All the candy.
These guys rip them too.
Oh yeah, they can throw. They can throw the heat.
From the heat, Ricky.
Xenia went undefeated at the World Juniors as well. Oh no!
Unfortunate.
This rolls in.
Oh,
Okay.
that might have got on.
Yeah. Oh, it's on,
That's
but
not bad.
Kim has the hammer
Yeah,
here.
thanks. I was going to say that, but
Sorry.
I was going to let them run with it actually and see how long they would think that was good.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It was.
Yeah, it was good if Schwaller had the hammer. It was really good.
So if you just change one small detail, yeah.
That
Switch the
hammer's
hammer.
big, eh?
I think it's better rolling there than it would have been in front of the yellows.
Yeah. Just not unlucky, but unfortunate that another yellow came into the house. But at least nothing's buried anymore.
When we were researching for Broomgate, it turns out that no one actually knows why they call it the hammer. Like, there's no like set story as to why they call it that.
Somebody told me recently why it's called the hog line. I mean, I don't remember what they said.
But they told you.
It literally has something to do with a hog, like a pig.
I figured.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I assumed. I didn't think it was because of motorcycles.
No. Yeah, Harley Davidson.
That's the next evolution in the slams, now that they've been bought and hopefully more people are going to start paying attention. We'll have the hog line presented by Harley
Time
Davidson.
out here.
That's a great idea, John.
Thank you.
Got a timeout.
Early timeout.
Okay.
Vying for partnerships, eh?
A little worried for Team Peterson here.
Starting in the commentator booth, vying for partnerships.
Yeah.
I think you should be big worried for Team Peterson.
Peterson's on death's door.
Are they?
5-1.
They getting smoked up here?
That's the 3 in a row. If
That's the ABC.
That's a loss.
Oh,
See
man,
you
yeah.
for later.
Fuji laid the absolute hammer to carry earlier, too. They look like they're cooking right now.
That where the hammer came from.
Yeah.
So what do we like here? Nothing, eh? We got to play something. We're not going to pass.
Yeah. Can't pass.
Got to play something.
It's a good question.
Okay, we're yellow.
We are yellow, yeah.
Good. We don't have the hammer, or we do? We do have.
We
the
do have
hammer.
the hammer. It's only the second rock. You don't
Yeah,
usually see a
lots of time.
timeout taken on this
Right?
stone. So it sounds like they're going to hit. They called control. I'm just going to hit the open one.
Okay, leave that
I don't mind
double.
that.
I don't hate it.
I think that one rock that you were making fun of me of is going to end up being the reason
counter?
they get forced.
Okay, that's a good prediction.
It's actually
Not bad.
unplanned, but pretty good roll.
Would have been really good if it stayed behind that red one that we love. Triples there, though.
Yeah, triple is there.
Hair high.
Mr. Make. Mr. Make.
I think,
Triple.
think 2 go. Third one jams.
Jams? Yeah, I think it's a good chance of a jam. She makes the double. Fresh out of juniors, they're good hitters.
All right, she makes the triple. So what are the odds? 2.
Well, it has
Of
to
making the
physically be
triple?
there. I think the
I think
triple's
it's there.
Yeah? You don't think it jams? It definitely hits the back one. And
30%. If it's there, it's 30%, I say she
Top
makes.
one, back one, go. Jam. That's my call.
got to come off. Hogline violation.
Just clean.
Well, if there were hogline violations in the slam, I don't know if we'd be able to have games.
Missed it.
Ooh, not just
Nope.
one.
We'll never know. That's the
Those
tough
both
spot to
go now,
leave
too,
it
or
too,
roll
yeah.
behind.
No, that's not great.
I would have thought she would have tried the double here, but you can see this one over curled.
And if you don't make the double now, you roll into that corner. The red's still in front of the yellow. This is your best way to not jam is to make the double right now, right?
I would think so.
If they're playing this turn, they're not playing the double. So she's playing that roll out of the corner.
Do you ever look at this new group of curlers, Langer, and just wonder why none of them wear gloves? Not really gloves, like mitts.
Mitts?
Yeah.
No, I don't wonder that. It's not really comfortable. I grew up in curling clubs, and my fingers just like to be together.
He didn't ask you why they don't do it. No, instead, do you ever wonder?
No, I answered. No,
Yeah,
I don't wonder.
I know. Yeah. I'm kind of making fun of the question.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm dying. Sorry.
Hey, where's that air conditioner?
I mean, seriously?
Yeah, you're in a sweater. That can't be good.
Well, I'm in between two warm people.
I do run hot. Second shot here for Selena Goffner.
Trying to think of another question to ask you about if you wonder about it.
I wonder about a lot of things. That's not on the top 10.
I wonder how I got here right now.
Yeah, once my fingers get separated, I just can't sweep. Oh, need that to hang on. Oh, boy.
That's not great.
No, that's not great.
Pick that out of there. Take the simple deuce. It's getting really late. We're down to skip rocks here.
I think this is the second, third stone.
We only have two chances, one chance to hit and roll and set up a double. Love to stay, but that's makeable.
We're still in third stones. Langer. I don't know if
Third
they
last
changed it. This is third's last, yeah.
Yellowstones are invisible from back here.
So what are they trying to just chip it off here, yeah.
So you either play firm and pick it out, or you play hack weight and try and hit half of it and stick in the 8 foot, right?
Yeah.
We'll go with hack.
I prefer that to the pick, I think. You pick it, they could make the hit and roll underneath Ryan Fry's favorite rock.
Right. If we were a team, like you mentioned earlier, we would run out of time every game with the amount that we talk about these shots.
And we'd have to bring a couch to
But I'm
every
with
game.
you, Langer. I think this is kind of one of those instances where you might be overthinking this a little bit.
That's hack broom. Just make it. So qualify as one of those no tolerance shots. Just make it. Although Brent, we pretty much decided that's every shot.
Yeah, picking the right weight here and actually hitting the weight that you're trying to throw is imperative to making shots like this. And
That'll do.
execute it to perfection. Great shot.
That's a really good shot.
Uh-oh.
Kim Lies 3 and
no doubles.
Schwaller's in some deep Schwaller here. That's really good from Kyung A.
That's good stuff.
Hit and roll to trying to force her to 2 now.
Yeah, you're just trying to roll into a position where you can set up a double.
Usually when you're doing that, you hit the wider one and roll to the middle, but because if you roll broomside here over to the GSOC logo, great logo by the way, and then they hit and roll back, you're thinking, oh, maybe we hit the wrong one.
Yeah, for sure. And then the double that you're playing, if you're playing off of the wide one, the second rock that you're hitting has a rock to do. So I'm with you, Langer. I think you nose hit the wide 8 foot one, and
you'll definitely have a double, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Langer, that is a good logo. If I wanted a shirt with that logo on it, where would I go?
I don't know. You looks like you
TheRockShop.net.
The Rock Shop. I wouldn't go online. I'd just walk down the hallway here.
Yeah,
because it's
okay. Well, if you're not in Charlottetown,
you didn't even walk down the hallway.
Yeah, that's true. They just bring it to you. Oh, this is getting dicey.
Yeah.
It looks like 3.
Sometimes these misses, so now you're forcing her to absolutely separate the rings perfectly. Sometimes those misses wind up in a double on its own, but
trying to hit and roll the other way there.
Remember when you said that red rock was going to cause a forest fry?
Is that for sure not second shot? That red one that just rolled there?
It's second shot, I think, for sure, yeah.
So
everything's on the app, by the way. That's my
You can come
lifeline.
around. Yo, the GSOC app.
oh my God, is that a good app?
It's a
You
great
just
app.
hit shop and fill up your cart, and
Yeah.
it's free too because you just put your credit card information in and you don't have to give them any cash.
And Langer used his credit card when we were on the same team, so I still have his credit card. So that's where that's going into the shop.
Put in the promo code
Joke's
Couch
on you.
Curling for 50% off. Right
My
now.
credit card just got shut down.
Well, it's weird. It had Jen Jones's name on it anyway.
Right there.
So this-
close to Triple Town.
So if she ends up being a little deep here, it could still end up.
Put it
My
right
call
there.
could
Give her
still
the
work.
wheel. Right
They're
there.
acting like their second shot, so I think we might be wrong on that one, Langer.
Ooh.
I wanted to put it back 8 and give her the wheel.
I think you might be right, John. I think yellow might only be allowing one.
What's the wheel?
hard to tell.
Tyler.
It's around the world.
Okay. The hammy.
Same thing.
Around the
Hammy
world,
McMillan.
around the world. I should do that for karaoke.
Doesn't sound like it.
Do you think you could learn the word? Do you think you could learn the words?
You absolutely should do
I think
that.
I got it, yeah.
You could learn the words?
It's around the world and then around the world, I think.
Yeah.
I will come support you. Send
Thank
that
you.
one.
Appreciate that.
I don't like where they're calling it.
Langer and I are hecka backup dancers, so
Oh, I could see
if you need it, you've got it.
I could see that. If you need me, call me. Can't you hear me?
See, that's better. That's more in your wheelhouse. Song choice is important.
Yeah, you didn't like when I was trying to do the auto-tune impression?
So where are they going here, Tyler? You don't like it, so you know where it's going. Are they going top 8, like on the triple line?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be far off to give them a triple if you throw it in this area. So there's a lot of better spots than this. You make it really good, you're okay, but I mean, it's just too close to, you said, Langer, leaving the triple.
You don't. This is a difficult shot because you don't. There's a spot you have to put it, and it has to be there. Because if you're a little light, it causes you a problem, and if you're heavy, obviously, it sets up a freeze attempt.
I don't want to leave them hit and roll. You need to bury an edge.
This looks really good.
This looks close to triple. Nope. Stopped in time.
Oh, it looks like she's just going to make that little roll under. Oh.
That's really close to the triple, boys. As Kmart would say, I see some 90-degree angles. But it off the left one, it probably goes into the reds anyway at the back, but that's really close.
Doesn't
to
look
the triple.
quite 90 to me. It looks more like 110.
Oh, you got to look at it from over here.
Oh.
I think you just roll under that corner.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's not bad, eh? That's your favorite rock. I mean, that
it
honestly
might still be shot too.
So now she's hit it. She's talking as if their second shot or third shot.
Hit that top
Like just
one
hit and roll
roll.
here and leave her an open hit
for two. Yeah, that's the only reason you'd be trying that, I think.
I'm so confused.
Well, it's still the same thing if you hit the top one, though, right?
Yeah, but the top one you could jam. That would be real bad.
Yeah.
Cross it, roll under, and
then
live it
probably,
right.
yeah, there you go. Selena Riekiger pointing that one out. But then if you do that, it's a pretty short double. But if Annie's not lying 2 right now, then.
But even still, this looks.
They have to be third shot here to even be looking at this one over there. But it knows that you're going to leave her a double for 3 anyway.
Yeah, I don't think I like this like hit and long roll. I don't know what that does for you.
And you can't roll to. It's impossible. From the TV angle, anyways, it's impossible to be able to roll behind that yellow rock and still stay in the 8-foot.
Yeah, agreed. So,
I'm excited to see what's going on here.
I mean, it seems like that's what they are doing. I think is what Fry said. They're trying to roll cross house behind this yellow. But I agree with you, Fry. I don't think you're shot if you're fully buried.
She's in the hack and ready to go, though, so she knows what she wants to do.
Yeah, for sure. That was the first shot she called. That was what she wanted right away. Didn't even consider the kind of short roll under the corner.
That's the simplest shot with the best result. So, I don't know.
So it's the last rock for Xenia Schwaller here in the 4th, trying to avoid not giving up a bunch. That's not helpful.
And it sets it, and if it is
double zero.
Yeah, if it is red is third shot, it sets up a double for 3.
Easy, you don't have to move that red one far. Move it an inch and
Play it soft and just let it roll into it. So you can't roll over the top if it's too thick.
A lot of things come out of the Grand Slams, but lessons most importantly come out of the Grand Slams. And if she makes this hit and stick.
She's not even looking at the double. Like, she's way off the rock. So somebody's wrong here.
Yeah.
Watch her hit and stick and immediately hang 3.
3
or
parties.
Maybe, is there a chance she's just happy with 2?
Maybe.
If you go hard
good chance of that.
Yeah, if you go hard for the double, you might only get 1 if that's not shot. So, in any case, it's a minimum of 2 that Yeonjung Kim is looking at here with her final. No problem. So it's 2 at 2, I think.
They want to measure.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard Kyung-ae say 2, but maybe I didn't. I guess she meant 2 for sure and measure for the third, perhaps. Yeah, okay, no, here we go.
Here
Can't go to an ad yet. Got to watch the measure.
Brent, what do you think from this angle?
It looks like red, I agree.
They beefed up those measuring sticks quite a bit, so you can't lean on them.
Oh, they don't bend anymore to cheat.
Oh, I used to love trying to cheat.
Wow.
It is yellow, so it's 3 for Team Kim. Didn't need to try the double, and yeah, they were set up the whole way. They converted it. They lead 4-2. We're going to take a 3-minute break.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
Pushing limits.
Seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line. It's a gold line. It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
아니 롤이었는데 나도 좀 더 많이 발전했거든? 근데 거기 서버렸어. 또 안에 살을 짰어. 야. 야. 이번엔 좀 되게 많이 했어. 웨이트랑 밴드만 좀 보고 나머지는 걷는 건 아니고 아까 그거만 그 노멀 그거 부터 하던 거 걔도 들어왔는데 그냥 계속 하더라고. 야? 호연대 근데 생각보다 잘 나가. 야, 그거 운전이 했어. 이거 몇이야? 야? 1번? 시간이 안 가. 다 끝나고. 야산! Ja, ja.
Well, it's just the two of us, Johnny.
You and me, Fry. Yeah, we
Ain't nothing but mammals.
Unfortunately, wow. Haven't heard of the Bloodhound Gang in a while, but that's nice. God, we age ourselves with every passing moment on this broadcast. But yes, unfortunately, yeah, true. Unfortunately, Nick Sulsky did come in at the fourth end break and has fired Tyler George and Brent Lang. So it's just me and Ryan Fry here for the rest of the broadcast. And, it's kind of the way we always wanted it to be.
It's really a dream come true.
It is for me. I remember watching you back in the old days and thinking, one day I'm going to sit very tightly packed beside this guy on a couch and watch a women's C final at a Grand Slam. And here we are, baby. We did it.
Here we are. Dreams do come true.
Dreams do come true. That's absolutely right. Yep.
So yeah, big end for Kim there.
Well, I think it was a weird end, Fry, because it just was sort of like a casual three. Usually you got to work a little harder for your three there, but they were in control the whole end, and maybe a little bit of a strange call from Xenia on her last one, and it's, about as easy as threes get.
Yeah, and it definitely puts her in the driver's seat, but you'll see some pretty good offense now out of Schwaller. They're going with the one corner guard approach.
You like that, or you like a stack?
Yeah, your option is either to stack two corner guards, making it that you would always have one corner, or throw another corner on the other side. Going in early, the only thing that it leads to is it can lead to a more of an open end. So you're pushing the offense by throwing two corners opposed to going around one.
So it's a little hot from Selena Riekiger. It's into the back 12. It is buried around that corner.
Yeah, it's still good. Getting buried is... And Brett Lang just got his contract extended. Congratulations.
Uh-oh. It's Loud Cup night.
It's Loud Cup night.
Gotta get those on the online store.
On the curling couch. All right. Lang and George have been reinstated.
Bit of a strange end last end. We were a bit confused. Resulted in a big three, though. Team Kim in control of the game all of a sudden.
Still wondering why they didn't play that hit and roll top 8 or even look at it for that matter.
I told them to use that corner guard right from the beginning.
You
that
did.
was that stone.
Yeah.
They must have thought they were third shot. That's the only thing that makes sense, but maybe not. I don't know. Like you said, Fry, come to a slam, you're going to learn some lessons.
Points are points.
They are. Forget the second half of that. Like Ben would remember if we call him. The short there should be very chaseable. Seems like the wind came out of the sails a little bit here for Team Schwaller. Are you guys sensing that?
Yep. Wide open.
Yeah, I really don't. Under the circumstance, when you give up a three in the fourth end, I do like pushing the offense. I don't think I like throwing the one corner guard and then going around that. It just really shrinks the end up. So you're not going to have as many rocks in play, and you want rocks in play. You want to make shots the most difficult they can be in order to try to generate some offense. But we'll see how this plays out. I didn't see a three happening last end, so
right. Just my number one reason to throw an extra guard is one guard and you make one half shot, the guard's gone, and a lot of times the end is over. So two guards, even when your second screws up or your third or whatever, or a half shot, you still have some chances. So
I mean, this is a good setup for Kim again here. Just in total control of the front of the house.
Kim's a little in shock that she was just given a three.
See?
Tyler, what's going on in the other games?
Oh, we got a deuce for Team Peterson in the fourth. Cut it to 5-3, but down 2 without. And Team Kim Up 4-2.
Yeah, that's our game.
That's our game.
Yep. Looking at that one. Right in front of us, Laws and Tirinzoni, 2-2.
Oh, we're going to go to Tyler for in the studio for the update.
There's 3 games going on, gentlemen. I'll let you know that right
He's
now.
coming to us from the Twin Cities.
Yep. I'm down on ice level.
What's going on sheet A over there?
Oh, man. I just
sheet
got
A is still 0-0.
Oh, I just got this vision of them throwing to the studio for an update of the game that's happening already right in front of them. Oh, it was just a big home run for Pete Alonso.
You should take a picture of what I just asked you to look through in order to get those scores for us.
Yeah. It's not a good view here.
Oh, that's good.
Crying.
That's some good stuff, guys.
That one's...
If you want to watch the game on Sportsnet or whatever, that's Laws and Tirinzoni over there.
That red's in, so.
And I don't think they're sitting on couches at all.
No, they're in the booth.
Yeah.
Freezing.
Yeah, freezing out there.
Jen says it is chilly out there, but
still 4-2 and Kim Schwaller, by the way, too.
Okay, good to know.
Good to know.
How is the dynamic in the home now that you and Jen are competing broadcasters?
Since we both signed our contract, we don't live together anymore. We're separated. We're pretty competitive. I don't know. We're definitely going to evaluate. We'll debrief.
Yeah.
We failed if we failed to learn. So I'll teach her a few things. But I'm definitely
great.
playing catch up. But I don't know. It seems like we're probably doing 2 different things at the moment.
Yeah, it's a little tough to compare.
They're not sitting on a couch watching a 10-inch screen.
Yeah,
with the same view everybody
How
else
many
has
how many
at home.
drinks did you have during your broadcast tonight, honey?
How many times did you get to blow the loud cup? There it is. That's it.
I have noticed that about the Sportsnet broadcast. Decided lack of loud cup.
Right? This is the first time I've ever seen it, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they haven't heard about it. It is a PEI thing. Shelley Bradley, a PEI curler who's out in the concourse there at the break, said it is a PEI family that created this loud cup.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And that checks out.
Definitely not from New Brunswick.
No.
Sure, John.
I was just thinking more like if you live in a major city, you're probably not inventing the loud cup.
Don't bring up New Brunswick. Get them all fired
yeah,
up.
I don't. You'll get me going. I'm going to get a lot of angry messages from New Brunswickers.
James Gratton is going to be all over you.
Oh, Gratton he is. He's been bugging me to play with him for years.
I heard you're available.
Don't do it.
Oh, I'm more than available.
Bit of a seesaw end here. It looked like a 2 for sure, and now it looks maybe like a 2.
They still have a corner up here, though, so the opportunity for a deuce is still alive. If she rolls to the side of the 4-foot here, though, it kind of nullifies that.
Have to kind of switch gears then and give up on the one top 12. That's their second point at the moment, but unfortunately there's 2 yellows out counting it. So got to use all your skills here as the other team to call in a favor and get her. If she noses this, it looks like she'd leave a double, so she needs to roll it broom side.
What's the rule on bench bosses here?
Looks like you can have 1 million.
They're way outnumbered.
Yeah. Looks like an alternate player and 2 coaches for Korea.
Of course, that's PEI legend, Mr. Gallant, Peter Gallant.
The OG.
Brett's dad and Jocelyn's father-in-law, and coach of Team Kim, has been for a while, and that's going to go a long way to hurt.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
It's a nice roll, yeah. So it's Team Kim lying 2 without hammer here.
The players sweeping on both sides of the rock.
Yeah. The old sandwich sweep.
I used to drive Craig Savage nuts. Sweeping to try and get it to spin back, and it's like, you can't sweep where it's getting to, right?
Yeah, we'll see it again here, the old sandwich sweep.
How much longer we got till we're entering seniors, Langer? We only got to wait a few more years there.
Senior home or senior curling? 3 years for both.
Perfect.
That's my game plan. I never went
Now
to
that
the,
you're separated.
never went to the never went to the Briar, but I'm gonna go to a bunch of Canadian seniors.
I don't think so.
No, I don't either.
You laugh, but I've been at the Canadian seniors the last couple of years, and
It's getting really
deep,
good.
yeah. So Fry's right. You're not going to make it.
No, you're right.
But
That
no,
shot
it's-
Paul Fleming made to win the Worlds last year was
Right?
disgusting.
He
The
played so good at the
and the
Canadians,
excitement
too.
level he had was
Oh.
unreal. Paul's one of the, for those of you who don't know, Paul Fleming out of Nova Scotia is one of the good guys of curling, and kind of taken some hard knocks here or there, and for him to win a national championship for Canada was unreal.
So did she switch? She's still going to hit and roll behind the guard. This is a good call, actually. If you knew you were going to make it, this is the best call. I was thinking maybe she just play the come around and then hopefully get Team Kim to make a mistake and leave a double, but this is even better.
The only thing with it's when you go out this wide, there is some little variables of whether the ice is exactly what you think it can be. Sometimes a little bit of frost builds up out here and catches a little more curl, but it looked like they're did exactly what I said would happen.
Born to be in the booth.
Wow. A little Colton Flash there.
Colton Flash doesn't miss anything these
No,
days.
100% this afternoon.
Hot in September. Oh, I guess it's October.
It's
now.
October, yeah.
Oh no. They're rolling.
Better look out. They are rolling. Yeah, playing as good as anyone right now.
For sure. It's the margin for error and the fine line in curling in general is unbelievable now. Like for back in the day when you used to be able to come to a slam and it was almost a guaranteed qualify if you're one of the top teams, to now you're basically playing and the margin for error is almost nil.
Where's your best spot here, Fry? What do you like?
I was too busy giving a tutorial on it. I wasn't really paying attention. Thanks.
The history of the Grand Slams.
Thanks for putting me on post there.
I got you, brother. She's drawing the rings, try and draw in front of it. I'd be a little nervous that she's drawing on the only line where there could be a triple. But
it's not the first time we said that either.
She'll put this deep enough that, as long as it's not right there, that's perfect.
Uh-oh.
No choice.
Uh-oh.
All right, Xenia Schwaller going to have to draw against 3 here. Needs
drawing against the game, basically.
Piece of the 4.
Basically now, too, right? This is a must-make, you'd have to think.
Yeah, you don't want to go down 7-2.
No, that could be the end of the curling couch. First and last appearance.
As straightforward as draws against 3 get. This is the Loud Cup we're talking about. We're live.
Oh, yeah. People were asking about the Loud Cup online. What do you want? There you go. Yes, you can drink out of it, and you can also
double-sided.
Get horny with it.
Wow.
Curling after dark. That's right. John Cullen.
Well, I mean the horn in the cup. Final stone. Xenia Schwaller needs a piece of the 4-foot here. 4-2.
Seem to like it.
I haven't really let up, but yeah.
Still going hard.
I would keep going.
Yeah.
We're there yet? Yeah. No problem. We got ourselves a game.
Very nice shot from Xenia Schwaller. So it's a 4-3 lead for Team Kim, and they will have the hammer when we come back.
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mike's. Eat locally, enjoy casual.
And we're back. Xenia Schwaller kept us alive here on the curling couch with a draw to the 4-foot, so it's a 4-3 game, but Got to think, gentlemen, for Team Kim, you just want to put a point on the board here. You feel pretty good.
아이들은 좀 괜찮아요.
Yeah, make sure you score here, and if it multiple presents itself, you take it. But anything but a steal, that's their goal here. So I don't think you'll see any guards from Team Kim. They'll come around the likely double centers, I would think. But I haven't seen a lot of single center guards in this situation, which will do the trick.
Yeah, this is, for all you curlers out there, this is pretty much a must score if you're Team Schwaller. You need to go very hard for the steal. Giving up 1 point or multiple points going into the 7th end, I don't know the percentages. I wasn't a big percentage guy, Langer. You? Probably Cullen.
Welcome to the lack of percentages.
No, I had already quit curling by the time they started doing percentages.
But just from my memory, it doesn't work out too much.
I'll tell you, the numbers aren't high.
Numbers
down
aren't
by
high.
2 with 2 ends to go. Even with hammer, you're either going to have to get 3 or get 2 and a steal.
So Ty's math is on.
I mean, I didn't throw any numbers out there besides 3 and 2. So. That might be the end of things for Team Peterson over there.
Oh, what's the score over there?
It's about to be 8-3. They make this draw for 3.
And they really had the game in hand against Team Constantini.
Sure did. We were covering that game.
Were you?
An interesting call. Coach's timeout in the 6th end, and they came out and played a really precise draw that if they made it would have been great, but it wasn't even fully buried behind a guard, and she came up an inch short, and then Stefania made a really good draw for 3, and that took the wind out of the sails for sure.
Yeah, they picked the shot they were going to play, and on the way to the hack when the timeout happened.
Yeah, it's amazing how many times that's happened throughout your career where you make one little small error and it results into
snowballs in the 3 games.
Landslide of mistakes.
Well, and you're talking to slam too, so you make that one mistake and lose. You got to play 2 world-class teams no matter what after that. So
yeah, there's no hiding in these events anymore.
We're hiding on this couch.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. We got double centers here. I like it, and 1 back 8. So
game on.
Advantage Team Schwaller. Not advantage, but good news for Team Schwaller. Fry, do you have the authority on Team Italy to call timeout from the bench?
Yeah. I think I'm a big believer that the coaching role needs to evolve a little bit.
Now that we're coaches?
Yeah.
Coaching staff.
Yeah.
Offensive, defensive
coaches should be paid more.
Everything on the other side of the sport needs to evolve a little bit more. But no, I do think that adds a new layer to it. I think the teams are required to do quite a few things throughout the game, and sometimes they miss something, and for you to have the power to be able to call a timeout. It works in the Grand Slam. The slams are pretty forward-thinking in what they allow. It's not as allowed in national championships with Canada or world championships, but hopefully we'll see some change there in the future.
We were trying to figure out what team would be the most upset if their coach stopped an end and called a timeout in the middle of it. And see if yours matches up with what we thought.
I don't think I was here for that. I got an answer.
I don't think Rachel would like it too much.
No, I was here for
There's your number 1 of the power rankings.
I don't think Cups would like it
Yeah,
too much.
that was my would have been my lead.
Paulie D is he's a great coach, one of the best in the business. But
well, imagine Brad halfway down the sheet and Paulie calls timeout.
Yeah, that scenario specifically for sure.
I got a tip for Jeff Hoffert too. I wouldn't suggest to do it on Brad Gushu.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. Yeah, that's a good point.
No, I think you should.
Yeah,
Jeff, if you're listening, try it.
Jeff's first event with Brad.
Test your authority.
Yeah.
Adam Casey did it one time, and he was on the team, and it took him 10 years to get back his fist.
So Fabi and Reed are going to come down and take a look here.
The segue is killing me too. Silence for 3 seconds. Yeah.
Ba-bum-bum.
This is
why wouldn't you?
That's what we call the bailout, TG.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Just holding things together by a thread, John.
This coach isn't getting any bigger, folks.
No, it's strong though.
Yeah, has to be.
Oh boy.
Guarding. Not a great situation for Schwaller.
Get a little overhead view here again, see what's going on.
Almost every other sport, the coach calls the timeouts, though, right?
For sure.
Curling's
Football,
different on a number of
basketball,
levels.
hockey.
Basketball, it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And same with football, obviously. The quarterback can call a timeout if they want, but so can the coach.
Yeah, I think with curling, it's just a lot of tradition. So it's like breaking tradition, which is
We didn't even have coaches with us for most games, right? Or fifth
Oh,
players.
men's teams never used to have coaches.
Well,
Like,
you were
when I
given
came up-
them when
if you won.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which
That's a
that
whole other bag of
Wow.
worms there. Hey, here's a guy you might or might not like. He just won the Canadian Championship. He's going to tell you what to do at the World Championship, and you guys are going to have success.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah, it's fine. Just give me my Canada jacket.
We were very lucky in Sochi because we actually had Brad Jacobs, now coach Paul Webster, and he was pretty instrumental in helping us dig out of a 1 and 2 hole. So I think a lot of the countries are doing a great job bringing coaching into it, but I think from a organizational federation side of things that it does need to be looked at a little bit more, along with about 15 other rules. But
Okay, let's start from the top. What's number one?
for another time, we'll talk.
That'll be the next episode of the Curling Couch. We'll go over Ryan Fry's proposed rule changes.
On a different note, I hear there's celebrity judges for the karaoke contest.
Yeah,
tonight.
who's that?
I've heard that. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani.
Oh, wow. They're in Charlottetown tonight?
I think so,
Amazing.
Yeah. Country Music Festival.
Great.
Great. love Blake Shelton.
Oh, I love that guy. Absolutely.
Straight from The Voice.
Yeah.
You got to pull some old curling names for celeb
I think
judges. How about Paul Gausel?
Doherty Nordby.
There you go.
close. I think it's Jennifer Jones and Brent Lang, actually.
Oh, really? You're
I
one of
think
the
it
celeb judges?
Might be. I've got an extensive background in listening to CDs.
Yeah, you had Celine Dion's The Power of
Music
Love on rotation.
aficionado.
And
Didn't have that one. Maybe Peter Cetera.
Huey
Oh,
Lewis.
there you go.
One of my dad's CDs.
Huey Lewis in the
See,
news.
if any of them are listening, then they know who to do. So
Right?
they're going to get high grades. You do Cetera, you're getting a good score from Brent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like where those two reds are.
No, this is
Trying to bump that and roll.
not
I
an
think, and
ideal steal situation here
Just
for Schwaller.
over-curled. There is room by the guard. Just try and tick the top one. Even if you get by it and hit the other one, it's a really good situation here for Team Kim.
Yeah, because your shooter's going into that red if you do get by it. So
I think we all got fired, guys. Grand Slam of Curling just sent out on X. This is unhinged.
This is unhinged.
Is that? But we have to call some of your young friends and see if that's cool.
Yeah. Is
Unhinged,
cool?
No, unhinged is good. Unhinged is
Are we
good. Yeah,
cooked?
yeah.
Are we cooked?
No, we're not cooked. We're cooking. We're cooking.
Okay, good.
that's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
wife.
She's unhinged.
No,
She's the one that posted that?
Oh boy.
Wow. She okayed you coming on. What did she think was going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why they suggested.
I think unhinged sounds cool to me.
It's
Calm
unhinged
and
is cool.
Measured discussion of curling strategy.
We're fire.
We are so, boys. We're so litty.
Liddy.
Yeah, we're.
I think you just made that word uncool.
Just missed perfect.
Oh, it's
and
already
didn't
been
work
it's already
out.
been uncool. It's
Threw that pretty light.
We're
Eh?
gone
Yeah.
for any of us.
Yeah, that's not good.
They were curling that too, and just if that would have just grazed that top redstone, it would have been set in an absolutely perfect position.
Still a
So there's
chance.
still life.
They're playing the same bump and roll, or probably just a straight come around. I'm not sure. It's one kind of back button. It looks awkward to freeze to.
Good line. Good line.
The Jackpot City Lounge looks like it's starting
bumping.
to heat up over there.
Oh, it's
people
heating
are
up.
people are excited about this karaoke contest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave another double here.
I'm seeing Team Bryce, members of Team
That's
Bryce
it.
back there.
No, that's good. Spot.
But if you can hit and roll slightly off of that one,
Yeah, that could be
Can't roll
death.
too
Yeah.
far.
That
Freeze
could be
kills
death.
the end.
Pretty good spot. I
You
mean,
want to show half.
here's
and
my.
roll under.
I would hit the one they just threw. I know that's not popular on the couch just yet, but if you hit and roll too far on this top 4-foot one and they make the freeze,
Freeze kills
you're
them.
walking off the.
Oh,
out
looks
of the
like
center of the steel.
Minjung might agree with you, Brent. She was sort of gesturing at the top one, but maybe the team disagreed with her.
That's really hard to freeze on that one. Like you got to just get by the red one, and if you bump it all, you're gonna leave a double for a couple. I would hit and roll on the top 8-foot one.
I kind of agree with you because this opens up the opportunity to miss slightly too. If you over roll here, you open up a freeze
On the button.
I feel like this is the best result if you make it.
It is. Yeah.
But you got to make it. Yeah.
If this is the 7th end, I like this. In the 6th, where you can't give up a steal, no bueno.
We'll see if Kyung is up to the task here.
They're sweeping early, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good sign. Sun Young trying to hold this one straight, but I think this one's long gone.
Yeah, that ain't good.
See anything?
And this is why Langer's resume is a little more extensive than the rest of ours.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
No. I didn't make any of the shots.
Minus that gold medal.
Which one?
Ty?
Which
No,
one is he
no.
talking about?
Matt Hamilton's got my gold medal, not Tyler.
What did he do?
And I blame that. You said Paul Webster's a great coach, but I blame it on Webby.
Well, he used it all up in 2014. He didn't have any in the tank for 2018.
We did the opposite of you guys. We started pretty good and finished the opposite. And you guys started kind of down and out and
He didn't start great.
finished strong.
Well, that's Fry. You don't have to start great.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Not in the Olympics.
But no, I agree with you. Webby's great, and I think that's why he was lured away by Team Botcher at the time and now Team Jacobs. Benny, great salesman. So we got a game, not a game saver. This would totally change the complexion of this game. If she locks this on, it's almost a guaranteed steal.
Yeah, it's going to take 2 shots to move it, and they're not going to give him 2 shots.
This is really what's so cool about curling is that it comes down to a shot in the 6th end. Your 7th shot of the end on the 6th end could actually change the entire complexity of the game.
Yeah, it's got a cut.
It's looking close. This really curls.
The weight's right. It's really good.
It's actually going to get there. Oh, really
you go.
good.
How's that?
Not shot.
Not shot, though, yeah.
Good spot.
Over curled, actually. But what do you do here for Team Kim? You're going to throw a guard? I think you have to. As much as that feels dirty.
If they
and
guard,
wrong.
you don't have a lot. You got the double run, but that ain't great.
Yeah, you
See anything else?
probably guard it.
If you leave, like you have to guard it wide enough, and if you leave a hole, do you think you can curl through that hole to tap the one in the top 8-foot?
Probably just. This has to be pretty precise. Kind of has to be tighter than you'd want it because you're going to leave a nose run back. But I think so. Can't leave a hole. Definitely can't overcurl though. Rather leave a hole than the overcurl.
It's definitely not a comfortable guard to be throwing where you know that you have to make it or else it's definitely going to result in you probably not having a shot. Sorry for the dead air, folks. Colin just fell asleep.
Curling broadcaster is supposed to have a
let
little
him
bit
breathe.
of a little bit of air, Ryan.
Gotta let him breathe.
Like a fine wine.
Easy.
That's pretty good.
Good.
I don't think there's a hole.
No, there's definitely no hole, but the dead nose would be not super hard.
Dead nose would be pretty great.
Yeah.
Could almost slide too, but I think that'll drag past it. The back one, but Has to try it. Definitely worth the risk.
Yeah, realistically, if you miss it, you're probably killing the top red anyway, so it's only for 2.
Still force, right? I guess there are a lot of yellow kickers. I don't want to run that yellow into that top right.
Well, yeah, exactly. It gets,
roll it off.
Scary pretty quick.
And it'd still be awfly tough to get that red out, even if you ran it into the top red, unless you really thinned it, unlocked it.
Made it for them.
Yeah. That was a great guard by him.
It is. Yeah. Take the force.
It's clearly confused. Team Schwaller.
She's not running up to play something, which is always a good sign. Nothing worse than making the shot you called and the other team's at the other end ready to throw, and it's not because they're tight on time.
Schusty over there.
There he is. One of the funnier
weird
tweets,
looking here.
One of the funnier tweets this week was somebody said, "Nice to see that the Team Schuster jackets look like they slept in them for 3 days." Little wrinkly boys.
Chris Plies might have.
Maybe. Staying alive. They could have beat Jacobs in the first game, had a good chance, and then kind of lost their. Did they lose their first 2?
That was yeah, they did. Yeah,
Now
we
here
had
they
that
are.
game. That was wild.
Oh, they took a timeout. I didn't even notice.
2 steals at 2 in that game, wasn't there?
Yeah, for sure there were. I don't see a lot of options. You either decide you want to play that nose hit run back or you don't. Oh, look at that angle there. We're back. Back to the
but that tells you what
curling
we're
group
looking
models.
at too. We're not looking at the games through the glass. We're looking at a laptop, basically.
I thought you were going to say sweat. My back.
That too.
There's a little of that too.
TheRockShop.net.
This vinyl couch is not breathable.
This couch is made from Brent's old CDs.
Yeah, right?
Having this much fun shouldn't be allowed.
Not at a curling event, anyway.
I'm not sure what they found over here.
Me neither.
Maybe she thinks that if they... I don't know what she thinks.
What's she throwing to?
Is she trying to get by tight and she thinks she can bump on the intern side?
Oh.
Why don't we just maybe...
This would be crafty.
Maybe she watched Kmart. She's just throwing it through.
Okay. That's the only thing I come up with. She's going to throw like a... Needs almost back line to move all 3 rocks.
I don't see the shot here, Langer.
No,
And
I don't
see
either.
it. You see Chase's fry that most people don't. So if you don't see it.
Okay, she's kind of throwing like a spinner here.
Spinner hook.
Not a full spin, but this is like a half a dean, a half chopper.
She's walking away. It's not a great sign.
Spinning it to where?
I don't know, but
To the middle of the guard.
yeah. Oh boy. So they obviously were trying to do what you said, Langer. I think they thought with the spinner
Maybe.
that would help them get around the guard, maybe.
There is a tough, very, very tough, mind you, but there is a draw for 2 here.
That's definitely what she's trying.
Yeah.
Nicodine's making people see things now.
Yes, he is, yeah. Haven't seen a successful spinner since then, but...
May not be there unless we spin it.
I know Mike McEwen went out and practiced for hours after that
He told
try.
me that, yeah. He said it was inspiring.
Yeah. Oh, it was pretty cool.
Oh, it was. Absolutely. Amazing shot.
Oscar had already made it earlier in the year. Different, but same. Like that spinner.
Yeah.
In,
his was just...
Well, they
right?
tried in Penticton. He missed
didn't
it,
quite
but he got
make it.
very
Yeah,
close.
he made it, but it wasn't quite.
Yeah, he needed more weight.
Clean draw, right?
It was, they were trying to tap one up to the forefoot.
Yeah, like kind of
and
side though.
it just ran out of weight. Like they got the line right, but it just ran out of weight when it got to the house. So yeah, that was the
We
first
tried
line.
it a couple, not those shots.
So-
we used to screw around in practice and throw the spinner to the button.
Yeah.
Minimum 20 rotations, draw the button contest. Got too easy to do it normally.
Yeah, you used to play a
This
lot.
is close.
This is really close.
This is close, boys. This is really close. Needs a little kiss.
Little kiss.
Spin.
Oh,
what a shot. What a shot.
That is
I think that's good.
sexy.
Blank end. Imagine.
Nice
the
shot.
back
Well, it's
one's
not a
still
blank
shot.
end. A 3-way blank?
How many blank ends have you guys had, or tied measures have you guys had?
None.
Never.
I saw one. I was in the building for Jeff Stoughton and Rob Schlender's tie measure at the West Coast Classic, but
Well, we'll see what
Rob Schlender.
Rob Schlender, eh?
That was 2.
You
Great
like that,
shot.
Paul?
Great
Oh,
shot.
that was
They're
2 for sure.
high-fiving like it's 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Call it 2 and go to the break.
Yeah, it was 2.
Comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared. I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a gold line.
And is the choice of champions.
So indeed, it was 2 for Eunjung Kim. Just a phenomenal draw, and it's going to be quite the hole that Xenia Schwaller has to dig herself out from now here, down 3 with only 2 ends to play.
That's got to be a contender for shot of the week. I mean, the shot of the week's always a big hit or something, lots of rocks moving, but that was incredible. Any tricks here, guys? How do you down 3, 2 ends to play? Blanking doesn't help. You just kind of got to try and score 3 now and steal the next, or either way, you got to steal the next. So even if you score 2, you got to steal the next.
It starts by getting 2 corner guards up into good positions. It's kind of shocking that Schwaller actually tried something, because I think she did have a shot langer to what you said there. If she would have played the nose hit there, on it might have given her an opportunity. It might have given her an opportunity to steal, but 2 points definitely puts her in a pretty good deficit here.
Throw the high one. I'm gonna throw another tight one around that. It's a bit too high, and they didn't. Kind of in between, the no man's land.
Yeah, explain.
Might have to go opposite sides now.
Explain that maybe, guys. Like with the sides of the corner guards, obviously there's a high corner guard and a tight corner guard.
Yeah,
What's the difference?
You stack them on the same side, and you want separation. So the idea is you go around them, and then they peel the top one because they're too far apart for the double, and then you go around them again. Or you put one on either side. Well, the famous Team Fujisawa celebration. Nobody smiles bigger or longer than Team Fujisawa, so that's a qualify. That's bad news for Team USA fans. Tyler, are you okay?
Yeah, that actually probably keeps them out of the next slam, too. I think if Peterson qualified,
right.
they're in the next one. So
Yeah,
3 cracks at it and don't get through. So that's a rough one.
And you do not want to fall out of the top group here to get into these slams.
No, it's hard to get back in.
Yeah.
Once you're in, I mean, you qualify one time, you're probably in the next. Depending on where you're at in the rankings, you're top 10, you're probably safe anyways. But if you're in that 11 to 16 range and you don't qualify, you might be in trouble for getting in the next one.
What about if you're in the 25 to 35 range? That's usually where I was at.
That's obviously directed at Friday when we played together?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, no, you're out.
Yeah, you're playing tier 2.
Tier 2.
I did play in 1 tier 2.
Nice.
Cranbrook.
How'd you do?
Lost to semi.
Nice. A lot of great players lost to semi at the tier 2.
That's exactly right. Yep.
That's a mistake.
It's a short list, and I'm on it.
That's a big mistake there.
Greg Ballsden we lost to in the semi.
Ballsy.
Oh, shame. Was that the year he played Glenn Howard in the final?
Yes.
That was if Glenn
Ballsy was playing out of his mind there.
But Glenn wins that tier 2. I think he goes on to have a great career. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, it all came to a screeching halt right there.
Right? Second guard goes in the rings, boys.
Yeah, this is really trouble
Ain't
for
good.
Team Schwaller. Yeah,
This is 1 corner, so 2 here gives them a chance. Forced to 1.
Essentially, they have the 4 rock set up now.
But yeah, you're right, Ty. That was in the house by quite a bit.
Yeah, that was almost T.
Yeah.
It's definitely not easy playing in a seaside qualifier. You know the pressures. You know what can happen if you qualify. And when you start feeling the pressure of being down 3 points, it definitely can creep into your mind and make you throw a little different. Miss a few shots that you might not normally miss.
And Team Law's trying to avoid the same fate as Team Peterson with the ABC later. Down 1 with playing 7.
Tight one there.
Yeah, I think Fry, too, to your point, like the Schwaller team, very inexperienced at the slam level as well, and they're all so young, and these are the games you learn from.
And look at the shoes you're trying to fill, right? Like with Silvana, like you're trying to knock off somebody who just went on, a 46-game win streak, just got that in at the Worlds, multiple slam winner, number 2 in the world. It's a tough feat, especially for someone like, what's her age, 20?
Yeah, she's 20.
On that
21,
subject, then, talk about first slams you played in. I know mine was Abbotsford, and I remember looking around just kind of in awe in the situation. You got Kevin Martin on your right, Brad Gushel on your left. Never been there. I may have seen him at some events here and there, but you get in there, and we were in our mid-20s, so it wasn't like we were, like rooks or anything. So for these ladies, early 20s, coming in and playing against those teams, and then probably a little wide-eyed too. But what was your first one, Fred?
Oof, I can't even. I was skipping in my first one. I actually was skipping a group out of Manitoba, but one of the guys couldn't make it, so Mike McEwen stepped in at third. And I
Winnipeg, or what was that?
That was in Newfoundland.
Oh, nice.
In Gander, Newfoundland.
Oh, wow.
What a place.
Come from away.
Sinbad.
Yeah, and I missed a little hack weight chase against Kmart to qualify. And then I stopped skipping.
Hey. Good choice.
It's for some people.
Yep.
Brent, you mentioned yours on the air, I think. One of our guys.
Don't ask me to remind you because I might say a different one. I'm not 100% sure. What did I say?
You don't even remember what the answer to that question was a few hours ago.
Oh, you made the
great shot.
Great shot there. Yeah.
I know what it was. It was a Players' Championship.
Yeah, you said you made the final, right?
But I don't know. I don't know if it was in Leduc. But yes, it was right. We were not part of the Slammers. We were fresh out of juniors, and we were not part of that original 16. I wish I could say I was, because we owe it. Everybody out here, I hope they know what they owe to those guys. It was all guys, what they gave up to get this going. But we were invited back in earlier than most of those guys wanted, and we did. We came and played in the Players' Championship and got all the way to the final, and lost to Stoughton.
You playing with John in that?
Yeah, Johnny Moe and Joe Franz and Craig Saville. That would have been right around 2003, I think. 2001, I think, was the first year. 2002, I think it was the Players' Championship, maybe the second year. So maybe that would have been 2003. Just
so
great fellas.
And you said invited, too, Brett, so...
Well, we had qualified. It wasn't invited, but we weren't welcome for a while. You were one or the other. That was the whole thing, right? The Slammers. We're boycotting everything else. Curling Canada at the time thought nobody cares who plays in the Brier. The players disagreed. I think the players were right.
Yep.
And they said, well, then we're not going to play in the Brier anymore. We'll see how you like it. And the best curling's not going to be available at the Brier anymore. It's going to be at the Grand Slams. So that's what they did.
Sounds like you guys got a new documentary to get working on.
Another podcast.
Hey, this, I convinced people to do a podcast about curling once. I might be able to do it again.
Right? And what a job. Congratulations on that, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah, it went well.
That was
Thank you.
Phenomenally well done.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So many adjectives.
Hey, we'll take them all. And that's another really good shot. And this
isn't going well.
Yeah, the pain is starting to rack up here for Xenia Schwaller.
You need a minimum 2, and not seeing 2 right now either.
No. You're going to need a miss, and Team Kim's been pretty darn good tonight.
Yeah, Team Kim's played very, very well. I don't know what the percentages are, but they haven't missed very much.
Maybe tap that to a pocket, huh?
Sure. Another shot is an out-turn, come around back 8 for third shot. Be very difficult for them to get rid of, and there is a double and stay there. So, but this is fine. This looks harder,
especially with the intern.
It's just a hard shot. Yeah.
And if you're going back 8, you got to curl enough that it's not gunned up with the yellow.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
I don't like either, but this is what they have. Just want to tap these to dead, even up next to each other.
The other part of the slams that was crazy and hasn't been talked about, there needs to be a podcast, John.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, specifically about that.
And interviewing some of the people through the interesting years, we'll call them.
Yes, the troubles.
The troubles. These events, I mean, other than for a few
That's not
That's
bad.
perfect.
That's a really good shot.
A few
Good
great
curl,
people.
another
They
couple
were close to disappearing.
Yeah.
Not because they weren't valued, not because the TV ratings went or anything else, not because of TV.
Shout out to Pierre.
Pierre was
Good.
big,
Yeah.
sure.
Lots of people were big, but
Yeah.
there's for sure.
Yeah, ran into some financial problems. Not paying your bills is kind of a problem.
Yeah,
Where I'm
usually
from.
you got to do that. Yep.
But yeah, lots of ups and downs, like any kind of startup, we'll call it. But here we are, best events in the world, best teams in the world, and a brand new ownership group that I've heard a lot of visions. I've never heard of quite what we're hearing now, and the backing of not just financially, big fundraise, but also the people on the board.
Yeah, and
Blow you away.
Yeah.
4 dudes on a couch.
And us, yeah. This
Big
is the
vision.
board.
This is the big vision.
In other big news, we are the board.
You always hear about you've always heard about ideas in curling as it's growing, but to actually see the execution behind it.
Sorry, just
phenomenal.
brand placement here.
Really good.
Yeah, really good.
I have one of those.
Yeah, no, I hear all the ideas every night. We're having pizza in the room and having a drink after the game, but vision with execution and action, I've never seen anything like it.
And I think one of the big differences too, Brent, as you said, we've seen a lot of groups come in talking a big game about what they're going to do, but this group takes input. They listen. They have player input. They want to do this the right way and work with people that are already involved in the sport instead of coming in and saying,
yeah,
we're going to change everything. We're the saviors. We're riding on the white horse, and not listening to anyone.
And just as a PSA, they are paying us.
You're getting paid today?
You're getting paid, Fry?
I got a cup.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay.
Okay, good, yeah.
I thought, yeah,
We were
I've been here all week.
Wait, who's getting paid? Yeah.
Yeah. I've also been getting paid in cups. I don't know about you guys. But.
The slams have always been by the players, for the players, and that's where everything's been tested, and the game has grown here.
Another good shot.
More than anywhere in terms of advancing the skill and just everything, the rules, everything.
Well, you would definitely, I would attribute the majority of my success from what I've learned from the Grand Slams. That's not exaggerating that at all.
Yep.
No doubt.
Even for those of us that got it handed to us pretty consistently at the slams, the willingness to do that against the top teams, we wouldn't have had what success we had without that.
No, you see the excitement, like just with Fujisawa, for instance, and the excitement of just qualifying in the event. That's been for years. Like that excitement of being able to qualify and actually compete in a playoffs for a Grand Slam title has been for years. So it's super cool to see the evolution, and I can't wait to see what this future has in hold for all of us.
Yeah, and I can think back to the later years in your career when things are starting to wear on you a little bit, and the joys you get from the sport, the slams.
Like your
right?
patience.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Your willpower.
Yeah. The slams are one of the things that keeps you going. It's fun to be a part of these events, and the one game a day thing isn't bad either.
No, and it's actually it's so amazing to be a part of it. But how bad does it feel when you get to the outside? Langer? How much does it suck when you were part of the slams for 47 years and then you weren't allowed back in?
Absence makes the heart grow fonder, brother.
Yeah, my heart is extremely fond.
Nice shot there, but
there's a jam. It's a
jam
difficult
potential.
shot. Yeah, there's a jam.
Pretty good if she noses this, though. This is
it's
game
trouble.
over.
If it spins up another 6 inches, she's
just
really
over
good
curled a
shape.
little bit. If she's calling line sweeping it, she's trying to play the hit and roll on top and bump that back button. That would have been real tasty.
That would have been good, yeah.
The hair thicker on the right hand side from your screen.
Yeah, it's just been one of those nights really for Xenia so far. Just kind of hasn't had that, that one shot to really turn things around.
And you'll see it, like, she could come back and you could see her, win this game and go on to qualify. But if not, this is going to be a learning experience. She's young, and this is going to be one of those foundational blocks that get her, because I think you're going to see her for quite a few years.
Well, she's in the top 10, so we're almost certainly going to see her in Nisku at the very minimum, if not the rest of the slams this season. So, yeah, no question about it.
But that's crazy.
What a shot!
That's perfect.
And Jung Kim has been unbelievable.
You win the World Juniors last year, and you're in the top 10 in the world.
Yep.
Yeah. That's not normal.
I can't think of another team that's done that.
But that was unheard of. I think that's maybe
that's ever happened.
Maybe that's the time we're in now. The sport is getting
younger for sure. I think it's going to look more like a traditional sport with all the work you do have to put into it now. You're going to see teams peaking earlier, and you're also going to see players retiring earlier, I think. Because the grind is just so much now that I think you'll see curlers go hard until 35, 40, or maybe even a little earlier, and then
shoulders and knees will just blow it earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the amount of practice rocks, like we pretend we threw a lot of practice rocks, but like in comparison to what's being done now, it's not even comparable.
I threw a lot from 13 to 18 years old, and then just kind of cruised from there.
Yeah,
Wayne Madon said, "Practice? That's what the round robin's for."
Oh boy,
that's not
Xenia Schwaller really pulling the string. I don't know if that picked or what.
That had to pick. Let's give her. No chance that didn't pick.
Yeah, so that's the end of the game. I think that's 4, I believe, for Team Kim. 3 or 4.
Let us keep rolling here, or they're going to cut it off.
And congratulations to Team Kim. That's a huge accomplishment.
That's a huge what?
I was standing up there.
Huge what?
Accomplishment.
Accomplishment.
Can I buy a vowel?
Spell it.
A great job there for Team Kim. They will be into the playoffs tomorrow. And as for us, we will be back with playoff coverage tomorrow morning. And waving to their fans up there is Team Kim for a great qualification. We'll be back tomorrow morning at, indeed, final score 10-3. Tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Atlantic time with the final men's C finals, C qualifiers, and then the playoffs start tomorrow afternoon. So we hope you'll join us here on Home Team Live. For Ryan Fry, Brent Lang, Tyler George, and the entire Home Team crew, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.